Hi, hello, good day. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? It's good to have you back on this broadcast. My name is Iman. This is the chat. Who doesn't love the chat, right? Good to have you on here. Welcome. Please do well to like this broadcast as we proceed. Yes, please do well to like this broadcast. Share. Invite someone. Oh, now is a good time to invite someone onto this broadcast. Let us have the conversation. So please, poke, ping, send a message, whatever it is you have to do, share the link, whatever it is that you have to do, please do so right about now. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you very much for being on here. The link has been posted, and I would like for you to click on the link and be right here on the screen with me to discuss the issues. Welcome to this broadcast. Thank you for being. This is the chat that you guys know already. This is the chat. It's good to have you on here. Okay, let's run a few modalities. So, you can support us by, first of all, liking this broadcast. Your likes helps with visibility. It helps for the broadcast to be suggested on the platform. So please do well to like the broadcast. And also, do well to support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. Yes, yeah, that's the thing. Click on the dollar sign to the right. You could send a super sticker, super chat to what to just show us some love by supporting us. Or you could also, you know, support us through our account details on the screen. And you could, take this down, or as I speak, as you're enjoying this broadcast, please do well to support us through either of this means. If you are watching the replay, lost too, there's also something for you, the super thanks. There's a super thanks button just beneath. There's a super thanks button just beneath. Please try to engage it. Please try to engage every support channel that we have on here. Thank you very much. Okay, now all said and done. Come on, somebody should say something to me. Talk to me. How you doing? How's your day going? I hope you're well. I hope yes, I hope you're well. I hope everything is just intact. Good to have you on here. Now let's see the first story. Human interest story that we would be taking today. Yes, we'll be dealing on human interest stories. So yesterday something happened, but before we get to that, let's go back to sometime last week. I don't know if it is even 2 weeks already, where DJ Cuppy, the daughter of billionaire Otedola. Yeah, we all know her and how she has been in and out of the relationship basket. We would say love has not been very fair to her, and now recently she shared a video circulating the internet, showed the time a man went down on his knees and proposed to her. Nigerians, we're happy for her, like, oh yes, you did it, you took your relationship off social media and has gotten to the point where you guys are ready to walk down the island. Yeah, Cuppy's engaged. It is all good news and fireworks and all that, until on Sunday, I will not say Nigerians. It just surfaced. Are we going to say Nigerians? Well, we got. I'll see. Yeah, we, all of us, we got to know that. So this man was involved with another woman, which was involved with another lady, up to 11 days before he went down on one knee to propose to Cuppy. And Nigerians have been reacting. Of course, I mean, you have to give it to the online in-laws that we have in Nigeria. They are so patriotic. They are so let's share that energy. We need this energy in our presidential election, I beg. All right, and all said, oh, there's been lots of submissions. There's been lots of submission, but there is one that particularly caught my eyes. Okay, Cuppy came out and she has responded to that, and Cuppy is saying that who wants a perfect love story? Yeah, she said it. Who wants a perfect love story? Anyways, so that means, how they say the signs are always there, but we just choose to ignore all of those signs, right? So it is safe to say that for women, right? Since we are the most emotional beings, for women, we see the signs, but we think, we are more than enough for the man to change because of us, or Yeah, we could say that. Or sometimes we are hopeful, or now growing up, that there's nothing that prayer cannot do. So we are hoping that he will pray it out of the person. But I don't know about seeing a man from the onset, being on such global platform and is doing such. And you say we don't. Who wants a perfect love story? Somebody said something about dispensation, saying we are in a different dispensation, and there's a change, and there is need for us to adapt and match up with that change. So when we come to the dispensation where we are knowing that that this person you're about to get married to is a treat, and you don't even mind. You're still going to go ahead and say, who wants it? Who doesn't want a perfect? This is somebody that you call soulmate, and you're saying, who wants a perfect marriage anyways? Engineer Samuel, how you doing? It's good to have you on the broadcast with me. Good day to you, sir. Okay, I will come back to you. Thank you for being here. Agwu, thank you for being here. Osagbofo, hi, how you doing? Thank you for being on here. Thank you. Right. All right. All right, Engineer Ken. Give me a minute. I'll come back to you. All right. Okay. Yeah. So while all of that submission is going, we will come back to that. Have women accepted that a man cannot be faithful, and they've already prepared their heart that okay, whoever I'm going to get married to, it's going to be either they're going to name it an open marriage, or I just know say you they do your thing and they do my thing, and none of us we know they disturb each other, we still give each other peace. Is that what marriage will now be, or is that what we want marriage to be now? But that is not even as much of a concern as this other tweet, or a submission from one of the people from the comment section. And it says, this is from Obedience. It's very Franklin. Says, I hope TJ Kupi doesn't make a mistake. Love is difficult sometimes, and God tests us. I cheated on my wife so many times and had baby mamas till I contacted HIV and gave my wife without knowing. We realized it. We realized it's a test from God, and she forgave me, and now we are happy. All right. I am I am I am definitely not laughing at this, but I don't know, I'm speechless actually. And I'm angry. I don't know why I should be angry. I am not the wife. I don't know why I should be angry, but are you serious? You are cheating on your wife, you gave her HIV, and you are seeing it as God testing you. All the other ones that God has been saying in the Bible, don't do this, don't do that. You do not heed to the one in. Brother Nice, how you doing? It's good to have you on the broadcast. Good day to you, sir. If you're talking, Brother Nice, I can't hear you. Your mic is muted.
Yeah, I can hear you. You can hear me now.
Loud and clear, Brother Nice. Good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah. So I'm listening. I'm
I
listening.
I,
Continue.
I just I just took a story. Let me read it out again so you hear this. It says, I hope DJ Kupi doesn't make a mistake. DJ Kupi is Femi Otedola's, the oil magnet, Femi Otedola's daughter, who just found love. And, people are still Nigerians are still very happy. She has found her soulmate, as she states, and it's been figured out that the man was with another woman up to 11 days before he proposed to her, and they're saying this is not going to be a faithful partner. The signs are clear as day. But Kupi has responded to that, and she's saying that who wants a perfect love story anyways? She knows who her man is, and she's down for that. She's down for that. Okay, and this is someone who was commenting to that, saying that I hope DJ Kupi doesn't make a mistake. Saying love is difficult. Let's take this so everyone can see it as well. Says love is difficult sometimes, and God tests us. Goes on to say, I cheated on my wife so many times and had baby mamas till I contacted HIV and gave my wife without knowing. We realized this is a test from God, and she forgave me, and now we are happy. Brother Nice, I want to hear your submission on this.
Missima, I have no word for that. It's only Jesus Christ that can that know how to intervene in such situation. So I have no word for that. It's circumstances. So at least
So,
for him to affect. Are you hearing me?
yes, sir.
I said for him to affect his wife with that virus is not right. You know, he's supposed to be careful. You know, he's supposed to do a lot of checkup. Supposed to go a lot of examination to examine if he has, if you know he's play around a lot. You need to do all those things. Go to regular checkup so that you avoid not to give your wife. How will you tell me, you know the kind man you are? Then when you know you are running around, then you want to go and contaminate your wife back home. That one is just that is not excuse for me. That excuse I will not buy into that. You know. So anyway, anything that concerns cheating, I'm against it. Anything that concerning fornication, I'm against them. So I just my stand. You know.
Okay, so
So
for me, I think the woman is still in the marriage clearly because she has the HIV. I mean, where would she go to with HIV? Where would she be starting from with HIV? Where this part of the world, that stigmatization of all sorts is still very strong and living. And I think that's the only reason why. Or you think this, as according to the man, he's making it look like there is God in his family. His family are God fearing people. All right, making it look like the family are God fearing people. That's why the woman is still in the marriage. But me, I think, I mean, she already has the HIV. Where she won't go? What? She's going to start life all over again. How does she? That's what I think. Let's move on to another story. But all of our stories today are connected. So please join in, listen, drop your submissions, or if you have a question, say something on the comment section because I will be watching. So, last week, yesterday, not last
about
week,
the DJ
yes,
copy, about the DJ
yes.
copy, I did not comment on that. Yeah. But I don't. I have nothing much to say on about the DJ copy song. The the only thing I will say that I hope she's not doing it out of pleasure, out of pressure from the parents. You understand? Because that girl, I know she has been moving around with a lot of them. You know, so I hope it's not pressure from the dad. I hope so. You know, all those Johnson Messi, all of them, they did the same thing before they end up with another mass wife, another mass this thing husband. So I hope DJ Copy Hone is not the same story. I hope so. All these people, instead of them to be serious when they are young, instead of them to be serious, because they have just little fame, they will be running around because they know that all men, they have all men in their hands. They will be running around. They will not show any seriousness. When they now see that their time is now getting expired, that is where they will now hook up with one. God will help all of them. Thank you, Miss Iman.
All right, thank you. And that's why this man is saying that, ladies, when you see the signs, run with it. Don't make that mistake. I don't know why his comments is now so filled with God because he now has HIV and is sitting in one place. Now his comments is filled with God. But there's a strong message there from a man saying, see, I used to be like this, and this is how it ended up. Although my wife and I are happy with the status and everything, but don't make that mistake. And he's saying that to in response to what to Cuppy, Cuppy's relationship saga. Cuppy's saga right now. Oh dear. I hope she's really happy. I mean, that's what that matters. If there's a place in you that can accept, there's a part of you that can accept such. Way to go, girl. Where to go? We'll move on to another story. Rosaline Omoriye. It's good to have you on the broadcast, madam. Thank you for being on here with us. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you for being on here. Johnson Emmanuel, I'm speaking for everybody. We are good. Everybody's doing just fine. Mary came my day. I was going to come and look for you. It's good to have you. Good afternoon. Thank you for being on here. Thank you very much. All right, let's move on to another story. But please, I beg, take our time to like this broadcast as we move on. So yesterday, yep, that happened yesterday. Julius Agwu had, had a talk with the Freeze, and made mention of his marriage. And now this just opened up a can of worm. Remember the last time Julius Agwu's marriage was out here in the public space was when his wife said something. The wife was seen with another man, and Nigerians went for her. Your husband is sick, you have left him because of this, because of that. They said all sorts, to the point that this woman that had taken affairs out of public scrutiny, public eyes, she wasn't one of those people that was doing the social media marriage and all of that. Well, had a lot to say during that time, and that's all gone. And now Julius is here to say something different, saying that his wife, just got tired and just told him that she's tired of the marriage and she doesn't want to continue. That's how she moved on from the marriage. And now this took us back to, I'm just going to say this, and there are other Nigerians that are, there are other submissions here that I'll read to you that are going to align with my submission. People who remembered when this woman came out and said a lot, how the husband cheats like there is no tomorrow. How she's the one that fends for the family. But then on Saturday, I said that some men don't have anything. We're not talking about just about money. Like there's some men that don't have anything to give to their partner, but they are doing all sorts. And they expect them to still be there. When they leave, they begin to cry foul. Now, this is one of those things. This is one woman that we know that people in the industry, as usual, because as usual, this what's his name, Julius Agwu. We remember when he was down. They said he had a brain tumor. He had a tumor in his brain. It was related to cancer, and the wife gave us recount on how she took care of him. Before now, this he wasn't a responsible husband and father. It has been hard doing also doing taking care of everybody. And she even said that they should go and ask the likes of what's this the comedian Ali Baba. Yes, she even said they should go and ask Ali Baba that it's different times she had to run to Ali Baba. And there was even a case of domestic violence. She opened up I said a can of one, because she opened up on domestic violence. She opened up on cheating. She opened up on irresponsibility, as a father, as a husband, a whole lot. And this man comes on air to casually said, my wife just woke up one day and said she's tired. Excuse you, after 15 years? A woman did not get tired in her prime, when she held on to the future that she thought that the both of you had. A woman would walk out 15 years after suffering, taking care of you. Okay, remember? Okay, we did not know, but we got to know that Julius Agwu was wearing pampers at some point, and she was the one doing all of this. And even at that, the kind of thing she was seeing on his phone, she just couldn't take it anymore. And at some point, she just said, "That's it." She's going, but Julius Agwu is not saying it this way. And now it takes us back to the other story of the man who kept cheating. I mean, he said it himself that he kept cheating to the point that a man that has baby mamas, a married man that cheated on his wife so much that it wasn't disclosed, but it surely is more than one, as it is stated there, that he, to the point that he has baby mamas. And he also got himself HIV and gave it to his wife, but the HIV part is God's test for the. I mean, look at just imagine. Well, I mean, this is my submission. What do you think about this? And now we are looking at another person who looks like she's about to fall victim to this situation. But then guys, give me 1 minute to finish. I'll come to you. And now this looks like another person who is about to fall into this situation, saying that who wants a perfect love story. You know, one perfect love story. Are you serious? Who doesn't want a perfect love story? Cuppy, I truly, truly hope you do not make a mistake, and I truly, truly do not fall to the pressure of, not having a failed engagement. And I hope this has nothing to your sister being engaged and getting married. I hope you believe that you could wait for your time, and if this is what you want for yourself, girl. I mean, in this age and time, it's what is happening in marriages. Somebody will still want to choke head, knowing that the partner was with somebody 11 days just before they proposed. That means he has been double dating the whole time, and being maybe they met on the 12th day, and maybe they met on the 12th day and he apologized, and he proposed the same day. I beg these people. Let's take submissions. This is from This is from Caring Jasmine says, thank God for life. Why didn't you thank the said wife for standing by you? Yet you still had to cheat after recovering. I beg, go and meet the girls in the streets. Let her be happy. And this is from Debola Adeyemi says, only a few ladies can stick with you if you are down on juice. The reason I tell people to empower their wives, don't make your wife a full housewife. Make them what they want to do, or ask them what they want to do, career or business, and support them. And this is from O'Shea Fresh says, nah, don't do this, bro. She tried while you were seriously healed. That woman was praying and moving you around. Please, you guys should stop granting free interviews. Man is causing harm in everybody's business. Okay, let's take the other part. So there's a part here that I even missed. So we know that he went for a surgery. He came out and thankfully it was successful. But we also remember, or we should remember, do what remember that Julius Agwu at some point had a relapse. He had a relapse, and where they had to, rerun the whole process again now. It was after the relapse. It was during the relapse or after the relapse. I can't remember that, the wife walked out, and we had stories now. When all that happened and the wife was there taking care of him, and he was still, okay, he was in bed, he couldn't do anything. So she was taking care. But when he came back, he continued in his ways. And that was at that point that when he fell sick again, of course, of course, he should be really scared. If that woman had even, still stayed with him, he should have been really, really worried and should go and look for the real cause of his problem. Because what's happen? It's true. Let's take another submission from this person. Okay, this is from Caroline Morgan 1988 says, Julius Agwu, stop capping. We see you most times with different women at clubs and beach houses. Why not tell everyone the main reason why she left? Because I know for sure that cheating is part of the reasons. This is from Rella's Cake says, a woman that stayed with you during your health challenge, you didn't set ring lights then to tell us how she supported you. But now that she decided to leave after being unable to withstand the endless shenanigans, una begin set ring light. Please shift abeg, ask if your own sisters can endure the same. Kai, women don suffer. See this one that was cheating back to back, and this same wife stood by you when you were sick, and now she's looking out for herself. E don turn to she was tired. Bros, say the truth and shame the devil. Honestly, these conversations, like Brother Nice, I asked you earlier with the man, if that was your sister, will you say you don't know? These are not, but Nice, you're not dropping facts for us on here on this broadcast today. If that were your sister, that it is not that the man knows that there is God and that God tests people, and he knows that, there are things, there are, I don't know how to put it, but there's something called the word of God, right? It is now that he wants to start applying that. I don't know. For me, I think there's a time that is too late for you to turn back. But Nice, let's get your reaction to this. You can unmute your mic now.
Yeah, thanks. I would have loved women to participate in this discussion. I don't know where all our Niger Watch women, where they are, you know. Let them come in, because I still want to hear from their own side. Because if I'm speaking now, it's like I'm speaking from the masculine side, So I still want to hear from the feminist side of it. That is the truth. Because I understand most my gender than the other opposite. So, but the only thing I would say is that this Julius Agwu is the person that always keep his family life private. I've never seen him much on social media. I don't know if I'm right, Mr. Man. Do you always see them on social media?
No, no.
Yeah, because me too. I've never seen that guy as I used to see the rest Nollywood star on social media everywhere. So I was surprised when I even saw him right now, his story. So, but that thing that he said, me myself, I did not align with that story, the headline of that story. That he said the wife just wake up and said he's tired of marriage. Something is wrong. He cannot just come out and tell us that the woman just said is tired, she's gone. No, there's something going on, and maybe the woman have tired of seeing such thing, So I don't know. I cannot judge him. I will not talk anything because I don't know anything about him. As I said just now, that I don't so much hear any problem or family issue or family this thing, domestic violence. I never heard it from him. So I will not speak much on his case, unless people that know him very well can speak on the issue. But I know before a woman can said, I think as you said right now, you said there's 15 years marriage, and the woman decided to leave. Something is not right. You understand? So that's just the truth. Let the woman, let her live her life. She's tired of the relationship. Let her move on. And you see, I want to let all these women understand something. The reason why I want to say these things is because of this DJ Cuppy. I want to let them understand something. Okay, you see you will see different men, eh? That, especially, it's not only she. I just want to use this to tell all those people that call themselves celebrities. You understand? You people should stop playing around, stop fooling around, because women, they are like money flower. When they are 40, they will be fading away. So stop fooling around. That's the only thing I will just say, because these people are not serious. They are not serious. When men are after them, they will just think that they are on top of the world. But when that light off, you go see the other side of it. So stop fooling around. You need to be serious. And then secondly, they should stop sharing as well. Because any man, any woman that do those things, no man will ever take them serious. Who want put a woman where they sell and they go for house? So that is what is happening to all those celebrities. Many of them don't do to the extent that any man will carry them, that man will not be comfortable to take them as housewife. There is housewife who there's the one that belongs to the street. I don't want to go carry the one who belongs to the street for house. You see, man, I go leave on there because I want my community with this. We're not go get backlash. Thank you.
I'm not sure I understand your last submission. Please repeat yourself, please.
Which one do you want me to repeat?
From the part where you say a woman from 40 is like flower, does not blossom and all that. Please go on.
Yes, I said women are like money flower. When they are up to 40 like this, they are fading away. So I said they should be serious. And at the same time, they should stop selling it around. Because when you are selling it around, no man will take them serious anymore. And no man will want to carry any woman that belong to the street as a wife. No man will do that. They are housewife, and they are the ones that belongs to the street. So all those celebrities, majority of them, they belongs to the street. So that's the reason why they are having difficulties to have a serious man. That's what I said. You see, do you understand now?
Okay, I hear you. Rather, I hear you clearly now. But I also wanted to say something. That notion of saying that a woman after 40 does not. I don't even know how to even finish it, because to me, I don't think that's true. I mean, I see people 50, 60 excelling in every aspect. I don't see any part of them that's fading away. They are still.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
please,
Okay. Let me
we
break
don't.
it down for you again. Let me break it down for you again. What I mean. Let me say, woman that is already 18, 19, 20. That is the time she need to take herself serious. You understand? But when you are at this age and you are still fooling around to 39 to 40, no man will take you serious anymore. You need to establish yourself. Don't be running around with multiple men. That's what I'm trying to say. Is how you carry yourself. People will take you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, Missima. Hello.
Yes, yes, I do. I only have a
So
problem with that line that says a woman, fades at what a woman begins to fade. That's not a fair thing
any
to.
woman that cannot fade, any woman that cannot fade when she's up to 40, let me say 40,
Well,
45
I
to
don't understand.
50,
Do men fade? In your opinion, do men fade?
men fade as well. But if the man establish himself, he will not fade away. That's what I'm trying to
So,
say.
so there's nothing a woman can do
A
that would
woman can
establish
do
herself.
it. That is what I'm
Okay.
saying. Missima, you never still get within I dey try to tell you. Be like say I go use broken.
Okay,
May I
wait.
use
You are
broken
saying
now?
that women should be preserved. Women in their early age, they should not be
Ex-
loose. They should be preserved. Yeah,
exactly.
I
Now
do.
you they get the code of you don't
I,
they
I
decode within I
agree
they
with
talk.
you. I'm just saying, using the word flower that fades, I'm just uncomfortable, and it's you and I talking, so it's fine. All right. Round off your submission.
No, okay. Now you don't decode within I they try talk with that.
I do.
So
All right.
don't be loose. I don't want to use that word loose. That make me use flower. So yeah, I don't want to. If I don't want to use that word loose, may not be like say I did
Right.
disrespect to women.
Yes,
So
so
now
I
it make
beg.
me. Uh-huh. So now it make me use that word flower. So they don't
All
have
right.
to be like that. They need to preserve yourself, keep yourself, and establish yourself. If you feel keep yourself, you establish yourself. Even though say you be 50 self, men go still take you serious. You understand where I come from?
Yes, loud
So
and
now
clear.
so
All right. Thank you. Let's take this comment by Johnson Emmanuel says, of course, millions of things would have happened. Julius Agwu should move on. See, if there's something we have to give to our women, will be the fact that they endure a lot in marriage. And I think the men at this point just have to give the women their, the crown on this. Before a woman, an African woman. Now, this is someone that has done 50. I'm not talking about this new age marriage. Oh. I mean, right now, currently, there's a drama going on between Shino Rambo, Shino Bired, not Bired, Shino, the son of the Osun State governor, Adeleke. Adeleke's son, yeah, governor. All right, his wife is out there.
Shino Rambo or
Rambo.
something like that.
Yeah. His wife is out there dragging him on the internet saying for domestic violence and also for abuse and also and people are saying that she's not even a submissive woman. But we are not going to throw. I'm just saying that the marriages of then, this is their marriage that has done over 10 years, over a decade. They were more, you know, they have this thing for long suffering. That's what me I see am. They had this thing for and not just long suffering. No, long suffering because there are some situations that I think that there are some situations that you should not be in for long. Look at it. I understand what Mr. Kennedy meant when he said that there are some things you see, there's no need to give it 10 years. Walk away from it already. Really, this is a lady who had stayed 15 years, enduring all sorts. And if we remember Ibiere, we know that she was also into, I would say it was because I don't know if she still is, into entertainment. So she got to know a lot of things. Uh, you know, they were all into the same, they were both into the same thing. So they were seeing each other. She was getting information. She knows people that knows people. Where I mean, look at people who are saying, we used to see you come to the beach or hotels with different women. And this is something that the wife also, and she endured all of that. I really don't know what she was hoping that would happen. I really, really don't know what she was hoping, but we have to give it to the African woman that she knows how to, own her home, fight for her home, want to be there for her man. Imagine a man that has been breaking your heart, making you cry, doing all sorts. It now got to the point where it got to a vegetable point, and you were still there, nursing him, caring for him. This man got back to life. He got back on his feet and he went back to his ways and he put hand for nose now. Talk say she just woke up one day and say, and Brother Nice, you are saying that you don't want to put mouth in women's. No, I'm expecting that the men at least say something. You have your sisters on here. Let them know the signs to look out for, when to walk away. The situations that we should not stay and say we are praying for. Pray from outside. At the end of the day, this man is just going to come out here with 15 years of labor. Well, he's coming out to say
Do,
she just walked out on the marriage.
do you want my honest opinion? I
Very
always
honest.
said, I always said it here, always time, every time. Don't stay in a domestic violence this thing relationship. If you see that your life is in danger, quit. I always say it here. So that's my honest opinion. You understand? Because me, I don't want to see any man lay their hands on women. I don't like it. You understand? So that's just the truth. If it's just a minor issue which they can resolve, it's okay. But if it comes to that extent that you want to take that woman's life, that woman should live, and I support that. That's just my honest opinion. Because I cannot see a man and lay their hands on my sister. So I will not be happy. So that's just the truth. And if I must say, African women are the one of the most strongest women in the world. African women. All this one now, if not be all those one who they see for social media, all those one where they imitate all those stars, American Hollywood stars, where can they behave like all those modern women. Before, our African women, they are one of the most preserved and strong women so far in the world. But this social media way comes so it can't make them turn to something else. Some of them, not be all of them. So that it's just a pity. You know. Now, if you this thing now, I make many social media self I not get. If you just enter there now, self, it's difficult for you to even see white women for Instagram. Now, black women all over the black women just they misbehave for Instagram. Different kind of platform. If you go there now, also black women, because even the white people will create the social media self, they not dey even use them again the way all those black women can use them. And this thing, this social media, they need to be careful. It can make you and it can destroy you. That's just the truth. Our women are one of the respectful and beautiful women in the world. But now, the kind of way they come they disgrace, with some of them they disgrace African women right now. It's just heartbreaking. If you go Instagram, go all those things now, they see black women all over the world, whether they misbehave. I don't know what they want. All those things now at the end of the day, if they don't see man will take them serious, they'll think say now somebody do them. Not be person do now. So that's just the truth. Thank you.
All right, brother Nice. Thank you very much. Johnson Emmanuel says that brother Nice, the African women with traditional values. Okay, gentlemen. Uh, Johnson also says that nowadays most people have nothing to offer in relationship. Everyday scandal. Well, yes, there is also this. I don't know. Are we going to say it is the ills? We can't say it is the ills of social media. We can't. We can't. There are people who have their story out there and they are still together. Just don't be irresponsible, right? At the end of the day, the women of this dispensation, they don't have time to do that thing that their mother did. And let me say some, but majority, they don't have time to do that thing that because women are fast evolving. They are putting on their shoes and they are doing it, putting on their boots and they are doing it. So if I am able to fend for the kids, if I'm able to take care of the house, if I can do these things that ideally you should be doing, and I am still under your roof or I am still, under you, all well and good, and you can't even give me peace of mind, really, would you blame the woman for wanting to walk away from that? How long should she? The question even should be, how long should she have to endure that particular act? And nobody should come and say, but that's how your fathers were, or that's how our fathers were. That it doesn't mean that we should have to continue in that circle. Let's move on to another story. Brother Nice, can we move on to another story if you're done with your submission?
Yeah, I'm done with this one, Mr. Man.
All right, thank you. All right, so there is a story from. We've been running a series on this before now, and it has to do with the stigmatization of widowhood in Nigeria. Right, and a rather heartbreaking video I'm about to play. So do also share, do also invite people. This is a very sensitive topic, and I want as much as I want as much voices on this and viewership. So we need to push this around. We need to fight for the cause of this woman and every other widow out there. First of all, we had to start with, making us to know the sacrifices that women, our mothers, put into, the homes, the family, how they nurture, how they do everything possible to make us who we are to today. Some of us, if we know that they've been the breadwinner, aside even being the breadwinner, they've had to endure some things just so that you are under that roof of this man who is providing for you. And then, you hear women say, I'm staying back because just so that they can go to better schools, they can have better life. And we used to blame them, but it's true. Some men, when you leave the homes, they don't. The only thing they want to do is either just pay school fees or they don't even want to do anything. They'll tell you if you're taking that child is going to be your business going forward. So a woman who doesn't have anything, or who probably has always had a certificate, that and has never used it, wants to start using it after having 4 children, and probably the last of a child is 20 or 25, and she just wants to start. All of that is not an easy process. These women sure do give a lot. And now, when the man or when our husband dies, it doesn't get any easier, and this is terrible as it is. Please listen to this. A 75-year-old widow accuses her stepson of ejecting her from her husband's house in Imo State. Her name is Mrs. Dorothy Onwudiriba, has accused her stepson, simply identified as Okonkwo, of forcefully ejecting her from her husband's house and destroying the property on the 6th of December. Punch reports that the grandmother alleged that Okonkwo obtained a court order without her knowledge to carry out the destruction of their property at Omutumugu in the Okuoha, Obowo local government area of Imo State. In a video recording, the widow could be seen lamenting and weeping as some men removed the roof of their house and threw her property outside. Narrating the ordeal, the mother of 5 said, Last Tuesday, I was at home when the carpenters and police officers armed with guns drove into our compound and started removing the roof of my house. I was amazed and started asking them why they were removing my roof, but they didn't answer me. When the police left our compound, one of my stepson's children, Chinoso, entered the house and started throwing my properties away. My children and I lost a lot of our personal belongings, including money. After that, we were locked outside the house by my stepson, and we are now stranded in our community. My daughter-in-law, who gave birth a few days ago, is somewhere with her baby while I am now in someone's house. Okay, she's now asking for the government to come to her aid in this situation. Hi, Fred. Good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you very much for being here. Let's watch this video of how all of that played out.
No, 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 come, no, come up, no, come up. Which one? Maybe not.
Okay, okay, that's all the video. Mr. Kingsley, you say live, right? I tried. I took a deep sigh watching this video again and again and again. Indeed, live. I want to catch your submission. This has happened. This happened just on the 6th. Let's take let's take reactions. This is by Jenny Gum. And Jenny Gum says, polygamy is not different from witchcraft and sex slavery. I pity women who are in that scam. This is by Quinsa says, men, stop having kids anyhow. Mistel says, but Obo is in emo. Okay, this is from Tidon. Tidon says, this is happening in my village. Oh my God. And another person says, polygamy is war. Avoid it at all costs. Someone says, which animal gave that order? Stepson or wife? Who is supposed to live in a late head of the family's house? You see, okay, let's just go on with submissions. Let's hear from other people. Let's hear from other people. Now, this is from T Bell says, I think widows need a special kind of protection, especially in the East. These things are becoming too rampant. I am so saddened by how helpless she seems. And this one says polygamy is full of hate. Chioma Forever says, wow, hearing her lamentations bring tears into my eyes. This is not good. This just changed my mood now. God, please come to our rescue. Honestly, with 5 children. This is from TDM Property says, stepmothers, this message is for you. Treat your stepchildren like your own, whether you are rich or poor, so they don't come after you when they grow up. It pays to be kind. If this woman was a good woman to her stepchildren, they won't treat her like this. I'm not saying what they did to her is good, but there is something more to this than you are seeing. All right, let's take one more comment. Let's take one more submission on this. This person says, when Osinbajo said from his research and experience, the second most critical sector of Nigeria that needs instant fortification and credibility is the judicial system. You all turn the blind eye to it. What makes developed countries work is not rocket science. It is the understanding that even the poorest of people can sue and get immediate justice, thereby turning around this is fortune overnight. May God help us, because we are simply not ready. People applauding polygamy. This is it at work. Stay with one wife, una say no. This is the repercussion playing out. May God that she called on see her through. And this is from the last comment says, I am Onodugo says, this is really bad. The big question is, how do we protect women from this kind of evil act, especially widows? She needs all the help that she can get now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for participating. If you are for participating on this broadcast, thank you for just joining. Welcome to the broadcast. Please like the broadcast as we move on. All right. Fred Rima says, why police don't come? Why police don't become roofers now? Honestly, this is just to oppress the people, so that nobody will stand in their way. I mean, so that nobody will stand in their way. It is just so unfair. Person just gets few pocket change. You don't use and go pay police. Because person police, you just storm somebody's house. You did not say nothing. You did not even ask no question. You just started up. This is so, who fights for these people? This is pathetic. This is what the president was talking about, that the governor should look at into these areas. People are suffering. You are building flyovers. Look at the way people are living. Let's deal with all this small things. Let's deal with it. Probably we will become better people when there are laws. No, you just wake up and say because that is your father's decision to send the stepwife, your stepmother and your step siblings, because you have money, you pursue court case, you go pay police, give them money for fuel, make them come. Somebody just asked, when did police become roofers? I really hope that we have a rep from the police force to answer questions like this. What the police will be doing, going to enforce and going to oh dear. Brother Nice, let's catch your reaction to this really disturbing story here.
Yeah, Mr. Man. Sorry, I don't know where to start from. When you were showing that video, I wanted to tell you to stop because I'm just heartbroken, you understand? So I just say, okay, let me leave you and let you finish that video. See the way that woman was crying, screaming. This is what I'm telling you about that. We need a strong institution. Do you know that what they just did right now is a crime? Is a serious crime here in Western world. Is a crime. You cannot go and inject somebody from their house without having the permit from judiciary. And there's a process to follow. It's only Africa you will just see somebody will just go and inject somebody from their houses without no consequence. If you try that here, Misima, 20 years, that person will not come out from prison. The only person that have the power to give police authority to inject people is the judiciary, is the judge. If the police go to individual house, go inject anybody, eh? That's police station where those police where they reside. Those people, but even the minister of interior is the problem. The interior minister, the one that controls the police, is the problem. So this is the reason why I'm saying that Africa need to be organized. Need to be organized. We need strong institution in Africa to eradicate all this kind of problem. Inside this Christmas now, with this woman, they think of how she go to see her daily food, how she go to do this Christmas. Somebody can go have problem, join her problem, go inject her for her, destroy the whole houses. Which kind of power you can't get in a country where there is law? Eh? So now, what is in Nigeria now is the people who have money has is more superior. The one that get money now go police station, go complain. Then the police don't want to hear anything of the case. As far that one don't feel can pay them money for station, then they go do waiting that one tell them. And so Nigeria, so Africa they work. Without thinking of rule of law. What they just did right now is a serious crime. So where the come one made that woman go now? Old woman we don't age. All those comments where they talk about polygamy, that is not the problem. The main problem is the rule of law. Not the polygamy issue. When there's rule of law, polygamy issue will be settled. Polygamy exists for other country now. But why there's all those kind of chaos not they happen for other country where there's rule of law, where they practice polygamy as well. All those kind of things not they happen. A country where people can sue people, where you can be arrested when you breach the law. All those nonsense what they see now they exist. You understand? So as far as say Nigeria is a chaotic country, now make all those kind of chaotic things they happen. You understand? We just pray. That's the reason why if you see Peter Obi, they always they tell you about rule of law for inside manifesto. You know what he's talking about. You understand? If we don't get any president, we go feel they uphold the rule of law for Nigeria. This kind of thing we will see. So now we will see. That's just the truth. These people, first of all, I just want to call on the competent this thing, police in that area. That boy that injected that woman, he need to be arrested, and he need to be, that guy need to be, that guy need to go and answer question in the court of law. That guy need to be arrested immediately. You know, I said sometimes here in this place where we live here, there in winter time, people that is a homeless people who does not have any house to stay, they will go to all those broken houses. They will break some house where all those houses where there's nobody, where no one lives. They will break it and go there and stay. Police cannot evict them. Why? Because it's winter time, and the winter time, the law says anybody that have no place to stay, any homeless person that is living in any broken houses in winter period, it cannot be evicted. That is what the law said here. Those people are protected for, let me say, nothing less than 8 months or 6 months. That's during the winter. Those people cannot be evicted. Never. If you try to go and evict them, the justice will bring you to questioning. So police cannot even go close to them. That's the country where there's rule of law. You know, there are a lot of people here where the homeless people, they will go and do breaking and entry. They will go to some houses just for the winter period, you know, and police cannot evict them because the
All
law
right.
protect them.
All
So
right, brother.
those are the kind of things. Those are the kind of things we need to bring back to Africa to protect this kind of situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your submission, brother Nice. Madam Roslyn, it's good to have you on the broadcast. Good afternoon. Thank you for being
Sorry,
here, Mr. Mo.
sorry, Miss Imabi, just forget this one. You still get waiting. I want to talk now. We still need. Secondly, that one is just the rule of law is not the only solution to this. We still need organization that will be protecting all widows in Nigeria, in not only Nigeria, in all over Africa. Organization that will be protecting them, like as we see organization that protect the right of children, this thing. I think they have the one that protect the right of women as well. So those people have to be taking care of all these widow as well, you know, so that they will not be the people that is vulnerable in the society, widow and handicaps. Government need to look to all those critical area. Thank you so very much.
All right, thank you very much for the nice. Yes, there are organizations out there. There's the Widows and Orphans Empowerment Organization. There are organizations out there, but it should be it should be a law, right? It should be also stated in the constitution, things like this, because it's baffling. And the police force, the Nigerian police force, you don't stop allowing your office to be used to, to oppress poor Nigerians. It is bad enough. It is bad enough. They just shake una like this, they don't disappear. And the heart to even carry out and do some things, it baffles me. You people
Please,
just storm there as if
please,
you are entering one Boko Haram zone. Storm there with gun and started doing some things. Una see war for Nigeria, una know they combat. See, look at the poor woman, look at the poor defenseless woman. And you can tell that this is not even for clout. So this was videoed by a neighbor. And even someone on the comment section said, "This is my village," and it is rampant. It is happening a lot. This is happening to people's. It might not be your mother or my mother, but these are people's mothers. Where is she going to? It's a lot. Life is a lot for her with 5 children. I mean, looking at the man's family, you can tell the kind of support she's getting from those people. You can tell that she's on her own. And then this is happening. Oh dear. Please, Nigerians, let's speak up for these people. Let's be interested in this. Join your voices with mine, and let's speak on the rest of the people speaking for these people. Let's speak against the stigmatization of widowhood in Africa. That series was so disturbing that I just had to take a pause. I remember when we had a series on, we even had one woman come to share what happened when she lost her husband. We used to watch. It's so disturbing, I tell you. Knowing what people are, it's scary. Maybe it's boys are scary because I am married to a Nigerian man. And I thought all of these things were movies. And I'm having light encounters. Having research, have people come up to me to tell me their stories. It's a whole lot. People are already going through a lot. The ones that we can help, please.
Missima, hello.
I can.
Yeah, and do you is it possible we can have the contact of that woman? How are we going to reach to that woman? If there's any way, if we can support that woman, if she can, we don't know her condition right now. If we can have any contact with her, so if it's one room, if we can donate money to rent one room for her, we'll know what to do because we cannot just leave
Beautiful.
that. We don't.
This
We
is
need to
beautiful.
know the circumstances of that woman.
This is
We need to
beautiful to
know.
hear. I see lots of comments asking for our details. Even Nigerians are saying a GoFundMe. This is one story that has really touched people. Nigerians are willing to open a GoFundMe. I just hope they are able to establish a contact and they are able to. As you heard from the person that recorded it, I don't know if the person will be able to trace that. She said she's in the bush and that daughter-in-law that just gave her that had to go stay somewhere else. So she's scattered her family. I don't know, but nice. If that comes up,
Just try and see. Just try and see if you
yeah.
can get the contact of that woman.
Yes, we'll be following up on the story surely. Thank you, brother. Nice. All right, just for you. How you doing? Just for you. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being
Fine.
here.
I'm fine. Thank you very much. It's a pathetic story. Greetings to the members of the panel, and you, Iman. I greet you all. Actually, watching that program is pathetic. It's touching. Nobody except you have a stone heart before when you can say you don't feel about it. So it's something that everybody has to feel concerned about. I am on the opinion of that the last speaker. If we can do something for that young lady, and that is why God has called us for something. You know. For the question he said, or the question, the comment he raised that polygamy, actually polygamy in nature is not good for to some extent. But I want to say one thing here, okay? Compare Nigerian polygamies and compare it to Ghanaian polygamies, ordinary Ghanaian. And when I say ordinary Ghanaian, things are still going wrongly in that community somehow or in that country. But I want to talk of the big Senegal. When I say big Senegal, that is where you have peace. No matter how many women will bring out her money for her husband to marry another wives, because that is what they believe. It's not the question of polygamy. It's the question of the system. The system is faulty. There are so many organizations there. Imagine a court will issue out a judgment. The ordinary DSS or DS or what they call them, with our SSS, DSS, we say no, they will not issue, they will not release, they will not obey the court order. Then Malami will not say they will not obey the court order. Buhari will say will not. The system is faulty. The system is not with the people. The system is with the government. And that is why we need we need somebody who will sanitize that system. Without that, even if you say marry one wife, you see, one wife can even still constitute problem. You marry one wife, now maybe why people are going to polygamy, we don't know why. Some people go into polygamy believing that if I marry two wives, every woman will fight for their children. I will not spend. I have somebody who have said so. Some people believe that if I go this one today, tomorrow I'll go the other one. Even if this one is Shakara, I will go for the other one. Just like that, different reasons. There are different reasons. But the problem is not with polygamy. The problem is with our system. Senegal, do you know that Senegal has Christians? Have you ever heard that they are fighting? When they did the election, the president that left never wanted to go. So they call him to order. You must go, otherwise you create problem. There was almost tension there. He stepped down. He announced his position. The person who won the election went there. That was how everything was settled. How do you see that one happening in Nigeria? No. The people that are ruling us, they are devil. I must say that one. Please, if you want to condemn me, condemn me. But I must speak the truth. They are devilish. Their agenda, their belief is different from other nations. That is why I am always say, what work for America will not work for Nigeria. What work for what they call it? Let me tell you, Ghana, they have a Fulanis. You don't know? Ghana have Fulanis. They have a herdsmen. When they were almost doing the same thing they are doing in Nigeria, the police, they went into bush, they kill all the cow, they kill everything, and that was the end. They were begging, say, give us only 2 days to remove the cow. They removed the cow from the street, they removed the cow from the bush because they were attacking bushes, farm. They were destroying farm. The same thing they were doing in Nigeria. But what happened in Nigeria? I just read, I just went into a research now that the president of Senate is saying that he must fight back, that what they call it, Fulani, are not giving what they want to give in this cattle business of a thing, that Buhari have not achieved it. Buhari promised them that one. Because the what they call it, the Muslim we have in Nigeria, most of them are devil. I must say that one, including some Christians. I will not say because I'm a Christian, then I have no removal. Many of them, they are not, they are just hiding under Christianity or Muslim to perpetrate evil. The system is faulty. So if we have to do something, this system must work. Judiciary, executive, and legislator. This system must work. If this system not work, no matter how it is, it will not. Nigeria will not be sanitized. I have pity for this woman. So as you rightly said, if there's any way we can reach out, anything anybody have, we donate just to rent a flat for that lady. And this thing they have done now is to make the woman, be popular now. There are people that will help this woman now. It's a blessing to her, but they punish her is a blessing to her. As we are saying it now, other people are saying it, and people are working on that issue now. So it's a blessing to her. If any way we can reach her, so that she should not be money, because this is a blessing. This is a way to a breakthrough for her. I believe within that is a month time there will be something done on that lady. It is very, very wrong. It is people who are heartless. You are heartless, removing the rules, beating up people, destroy something. It is heartless. Though I don't know what transpired. That is one thing I will say. I don't know what transpired, but we must condemn evil. Evil is evil. But I want to say, what transpired, I don't know. I don't want to judge. I don't know what the woman have done before. Maybe has punished the children. The children grew up and they want to now it's a reprisal. I don't know. That is what I cannot say. But once you commit evil, you have committed evil. If you want to do any, go legal way, go the right way. Don't go the wrong way. What they have done is evil. Thank you very much. I use myself for you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. That's your submission, Elenle, and I hope everybody gets to hear this. Thank you. The love for the woman, that situation sure has attracted lots of sympathy from Nigerians, and it's how amazing it is that my own panelists are saying this. It just goes on to show that I have people not just with common sense but also with conscience, and this is good. This is really good. Thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. All right. Mr. Makirabo says, I once told you people that Nigeria politicians are wicked more than the devil. Mr. Makirabo, you don't talk that one finish now. There's nothing for me to say again. Mr. Chubuzo, how you doing? I missed you earlier for the newspaper review, but how you doing? Good to have you on this broadcast, sir.
Yeah, Miss Emma, thank you. And good day, everyone listening, and the panelists over there, the commentators, and everybody. Thank you, everyone. I didn't quite get the story quite all right, but the little I know, let me just analyze based on that. Mr. Knight says something, and I keep on. There is an argument that I have with Mr. Niger Watch last time, and I want to engage in seriously in that argument about Nigerian Constitution. I want to engage in very seriously on that. Because I need to contest it, because I know the evidence is there. Mr. Knight says something about this, our criminal law gang members. And that is where all this infection started. Let me tell you, people, in Nigeria, that you are thinking that is a democratic government is not a democratic government. Whatever constitution they amend there are amended by the military. And that is why everybody is crying today and said, please, this constitution is for the military. Nigerians are not there when all this constitution was righted or rewrited. Nobody was there, only military. They make their plan and they constitute it, and we follow suit. So what happened in Nigeria right now in the part of the world where I resided, you cannot evict somebody. You cannot try it. You give that person notice, and you give that person notice of 3 months. Good 3 months notice. After 1 month, that person did not comply. Then you go there and shut the door down. You don't take anything out. You shut it down. Then when that 3 months expires, then you have the right authority with a written note that that you gave that person a previous agreement that you have given that person 3 months time to leave. And if you don't do that, if the person never comply, after 3 months, now you have the authority. You don't even consult no police. You go there and now open that door. What you do, remove the property of the tenant and keep it in a storeroom. Make sure that room is vacant. So if that person come with any authority, then the agreement is there. Then everything is written in a plain paper. When you go to court will trash that distance. And you, as a tenant, you have that 3 months, you have to pay it because he give you every time for you to come back, but you didn't come back. But when you go there and evict the person illegally, then you have triggered the justice system of the country. Now the police will come after you. The magistrate, the law will come after you because that is uncalled for. You don't do that. You don't evict somebody because he doesn't pay rent or something of that nature. You don't evict. You go to the normal processes before you can now take action. Now, that's to show you that our Nigerian law does not work. How can you go to the police station and go and pay a police officer to go and to come and equalize judgment for you? I never will hear where that kind of a thing happen. Only in Nigeria, where somebody will go and lay complaint and pay police. Police will just carry justice immediately without questioning the other person. It's only in Nigeria you find those kind of atrocities. Our police does not know their job. They don't even, I don't know the type of training they went to. They don't know what they are doing. When you go there, you make a complaint. They don't even open a case. They just arrest you, dump you inside a prison. Without there is no other thing that will follow through. So this is Nigeria. And that is the way we were brought up. We were brought up in a criminal, constitutional gangs. Called constitution. The law they call constitution are orchestrated by the criminals, gangs that they don't want Nigeria to flow. That is what is happening in Nigeria. I don't blame any of them. Both the person, the person who rent and whoever own the house, because that is the system. The system does not educate these people about judicial system. Most of us never even know where our court system is. We know most of us never attend court before. No, most of us never even went to court and know how the procedures goes. What we know is the power of attorney, which is the police. Immediately we have money, we go to the police and they make our case. And police will pick it up without no questioning. They don't even process the case. They don't even go to the court. They often end up in a police station. So this is the kind of state that we create for ourselves. And that is why you see all those atrocities are happening right down in Nigeria. So the only way we can be able to work on this thing is to make sure that we put people who understand administration in office. Because this man called Buhari is a military man. Everything must do by force. Everything in Nigeria is done by force. Okay. So we have to do well on that and make sure that things are working in Nigeria by electing people who understand administration. If we elect people who does not understand administration, who only understand how to graze a cow grazing line, who understand ranches, it's not even ranches, ruga. So, and the only law they know is only the law of cow. They don't know any law of a human being. And we will keep on having this kind of disturbing alert all the time in our system. So we need to adjust the way our judicial system work, which military have created for us. No Nigerians have been there during the time after the war. And currently, no Nigerian civilian has been there when all these laws are made. Only the military made it, and the military amended. And I don't see the reason, I don't see any improvement on those constitutions. We have a problem in our constitution, and that is where our basic trouble lies on. Whether they bury them in Aso Rock, we don't know. Whether they keep it open, we don't know. When we speak something out, when we go inside, we change our mind. When the judicial system releasing Nnamdi Kanu, then when they go inside, Malami say is a lie. It will never happen. And we were watching, we are seeing the evidence, and we are talking, and we are not doing anything. And we will say this is the way Nigeria is. It's not going to be the way Nigeria is until we make the change and take the country into our hand. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you too, Mr. Chubuzo. Thank you very much. Mr. Chris George, I don't know what it is with your network, but you're in and out. I hope it stays because I'd like to hear from you again. Mr. Majid, how you doing? Good to have you on the broadcast. Good to have every other person on the broadcast. Please like this broadcast as you watch and do well to support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. You could also support us by using our account details. That's it right there on the screen. Yes, quickly look at the screen if you aren't. That's our account number on the screen. Please engage us. Do well to support us. It costs a lot to run the broadcast. Every broadcast, it costs a lot. So please encourage us. Push us, please. Thank you very much. All right. Please do well. We'll be having this from time to time. So please do well to engage. I like the broadcast too. All right, Mr. Majid, before you give your submission for the sake of other people who are just joining us, we'll take this video again of a 75-year-old widow who was, forcefully ejected from her husband's from the home she used to share with her husband by her stepson. And yes, by her stepson. He came in with the police, got court order, came in with the police, marched on, and they just left that woman stranded with her children, who is said to be in the bush, and the daughter-in-law was taken in by some other person. She just had the baby. So the daughter-in-law and the baby with someone white them. They had to squat in the bush. They're still so stranded, and they said this process, they've lost things. I mean, they were not ready. They probably just woke up and thought, how to just fend for the day and go about their normal business, not knowing that life was going to happen. Are we going to say life, or we are going to say Nigeria was going to happen to them? Let's take this video. Let's watch this video.
No, come up.
All right, there's more to that video, but let's just leave it at that. That's actually a very heartbreaking video. It just goes on to show more demolition, that was carried out. All right, if you're just joining us, welcome to the chat. Today's human interest story. We don't even fish out. Honestly, this one really, really touches, and we need to keep up with to call for the stop on the stigmatization of widows in Nigeria, in Africa at large. But let's start from home, right? Mr. Majid, let's have your submission to this.
Um, okay, Emma, what I would say, just try and investigate the matter very well. Then you get back to us because right now we don't know full story of what happened. But nobody deserves to be treated like that, no matter what the person might have done or where the person might have gone. So nobody deserves to be treated like that. But meanwhile, investigate the matter very well. Then you get back to us. Let's see what we can do to see how we can assist her. Uh, that is one thing we see in Nigeria. Nobody, if they give someone a little power like this, they want to trample over others, and that is one thing Nigeria is suffering from. Nigeria is one of the gullible people that I've ever seen in my life. As in very, very gullible. I don't know what to say about them, but one thing I know is that whatever we sow, that is what we are going to reap. So that is by the way. I want to say something about this constitution someone mentioned. For me, I would say constitution is not actually the major thing that Nigeria needs to focus on. If I'm to give my own opinion, understand. So what I'm trying to say, before we talk about constitution, we need to first of all, cleanse Nigeria by voting out these criminals we call leaders. Because with them in power, you cannot change any constitution. They will not. Let me just. Tinubu will not change constitution. Atiku will not change the constitution. Rather, they want to operate on that constitution because that constitution gives them more power than anybody in Nigeria. So these few men, these men we have as politicians, as our leaders, they will never, never agree to change that constitution. That is the truth. So if we have to change this constitution or we have to look at constitution, we have to first of all, you know, vote out these men, then bring in people that will sit down, think about the country, then think about think about the way forward. But with this group of people we have as politicians, they cannot change the constitution. And moreover, for me, I'm in opinion that whatever that is happening in Nigeria is about human factor. I won't lie to you. It's about human factor, nothing much. If somebody who is not corrupt, who is not biased, who knows what he needs to do at the right time, if we vote in such person, believe me, you will not even need constitution. You see things will be going smoothly in Nigeria. So the problem we're having is human factor. Look at what they did to that lady. Is constitution playing here? Is constitution the reason why that guy will just come in from nowhere, remove rule from that woman's house and chase the woman? This is about human factor. We need to first of all start from the head to cleanse Nigeria. Let everybody have sense of belonging. Let everybody have passion. Nigeria is the only people I see. They will love others. They will love people from different parts of the world, but they will not love themselves. What is the problem? I don't know. I don't know why somebody wake up in the morning, your countryman or your countrywoman will be your headache overnight. I read a lot in social media. I read where somebody, a guy in India, I didn't say what he did was right. He's a Nigerian, but he's from Southeast. So I will just say it the way it is. So this guy, I think he did something like he carried a white this thing. sometimes something like that. He carried something like that. I don't want to call the name. So when this guy was, videoed beaten by Indians like that, everybody was very happy. So when I went in there on the comment section, I saw the way people were, you know, talking about the guy, like, blaming the Igbos, how they go outside the country, spoiling the country, all sorts of things, saying all sorts of. I came in there, I said, that period this thing happened, there was an Indian man. They're up to four. They were carrying a truck of tramadol, other kind of drugs, drugs. They were carrying from Cotonou into Nigeria. They were caught, but this guy was carrying a little, a little. Everybody video it and make it public. If you see the way they were beating this guy, I was like, okay, why the need of beating him? It's police that apprehended this guy. Why do you have to beat him? Why not hand him over to the police, or let the police take him to the proper authorities, so that they will take up the matter and let it be legal, let it be followed legally, not beating him, collecting his phone. It's like you people are also stealing from him. So when I saw that the people that was giving comments there was even Nigerians that were against and telling those people that they should have done more than that, what they did to this guy. But at this same period, there was Indians that was caught carrying big trucks of tramadol and other kind of drug abuse entering inside Nigeria. Nobody video it, nobody sent it on the social media, nobody talks about it. It went down like that. But any small thing, Nigeria will blame their fellow Nigeria. They will not first of all defend this person, then let law take appropriate, will I say, appropriate action, but they want to condemn their own very quickly. So what is wrong with Nigeria is about human factor. We need to first of all look at ourselves, the kind of value we attach to ourselves. We are marked to the same value other people, or other people from other regions or countries will attach to us. When we don't even attach any value to ourselves as human beings, how do you expect other people to respect us? We that is outside, we know what we pass through, we know what we go through. That is why we are against electing people that cannot protect our interests, that doesn't even know how to protect people living outside. Because most of the problem we have is that our leader doesn't even have any means to secure people that is outside. They feel like anybody outside or people outside, they're on their own. If you go to the embassy of Nigeria just for you to lay a complaint, you will not be able to see anybody. If you see somebody, nobody is going to take your complaint. Nobody is going to take the challenges you're facing outside. Our foreign policy is nothing to write home about. We live outside, we see the kind of humiliation we get. And when we return back to Nigeria, we still face the same humiliation. So the problem we are having is human factor. I don't know how we are going to do it, but the problem Nigeria is facing is lack of love, lack of unity, lack of leadership, lack of proper accountability. So these things are the reason why people wake up in the morning and they take laws into their hands without even taking proper consideration into what they are trying to do. How can you wake up in the morning, go and be taking off somebody's roof like that? No matter who the person is to you, you don't have the right, you don't have the legal right. If you complain to the police, it's not your right to come down here and start removing roof from that woman's house for no just cause like that. You start doing things by yourself because you went to the police. If police doesn't even have the right to issue any authority, police doesn't have right to issue any this thing, and somebody will carry it out. If you want something like that to be done, you want somebody to pack out of your house, go to the court, go to the police. Police will issue you a letter that you will take to the person. If the person refuses to pack out, you have the right to go to the court, and the court will give the person the ultimatum to leave your house. That is how it's done everywhere. You can't wake up in the morning and go to somebody's house and started removing her things and his property for just because you own a house. So I wonder how Nigerians think. I wonder how. First of all, let's start with our leaders. You can't elect somebody like Tinubu. He has a questionable character to start with. That will even make the West to take advantage of Nigeria. They will take advantage of Nigeria because they know this man is corrupt. At the
Right,
end of the
Mr.
day,
Magic.
everything. So I'm just saying the problem is not just the constitution. We as a people need to work on ourselves. We need to value ourselves. And one more thing, our culture is dying. We are living the culture that made us unique. We are living the culture that made us value ourselves. Let's bring back those cultures we used to know before. Those things add value. It makes people to respect people. But meanwhile, that's what I have to say. But let everybody know that our problem is ourselves. Let's attach a little value to ourselves first before we seek for attention from outside. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Magic. Please do also put your mic on mute. Okay, thank you very much. Michael, it's good to have you on the broadcast. How are you doing? Good afternoon to you, sir. Michael says, but without changing that constitution, you won't be able to get that good leader you are yearning for. Okay. All right, Michael. Mr. Makirabo, thank you very much. Please engage us. Please do also support us. Do well to support us by liking this broadcast, sharing, subscribing to our YouTube channel. To support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section, or you could engage our account details. Send a transfer to do a direct transfer to our account details on the screen. If you are watching the replay, I mean, we have something for even you too. Please do also click on the super thanks option just beneath the screen and support us. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. And to each and every one of you who engages us from time to time. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. This is all right, so I want to share this again to remind each and every one of us out there. INEC has begun a distribution of PVCs, so please do well to identify your center and go there to get it. Please do well to identify your center to get it. INEC has employed over 3,000 staffs, so they are all out there. They have stands, they have units, and this is only going to happen for a period of time before it is taken back to the ward and you have to go all the way. So now at this stage, I beg, rush INEC, rush INEC. This is the period we've been waiting for. I think from 12 to 18, they'll be there every day, Monday, even Saturday and Sundays. They say that they'll be there for you to come and collect your PVC. So please do well to engage them. Please do well and update us if you know their stories. Update us with proof. Update us with some form of evidence. All right, thank you very much. Thank you to each and every one of you that has participated on this broadcast. Thank you. A big thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time on here. Michael, thank you. Makirabo, thank you. Rosaline, thank you. We have to Rosaline now. Thank you. Thank you, mamas. Thank you for being on the broadcast. Thank you to each and every one of you. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you very much. Thank you, Mary Kimade. Thank you, Osagbovo. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you. All right. Michael says it's because of the constitution that gave Tinubu the authority to say Emiloko, an article to say don't vote for Igbo or Yoruba. The constitution is designed for the elites, not for the ordinary citizens. Oh dear. Okay, very soon. Is it? Really? Okay, probably someday we would have a review on the constitution on the chat someday. Let me get myself better equipped. All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to one more story. I didn't bother getting submissions of Nigerians on this story because everybody seems to be saying the same.
Miss Emma, sorry to interrupt you. Just sorry, please. You see that this constitution that you are mentioning, there is a lot of
Right?
clause that our common Nigerian does not understand. I want you to send me your WhatsApp link, Mr. Brother Nice. He just disappeared. Hey, okay. I want you to send me your WhatsApp group. I want to send you a particular video. that where this constitution based on. Because since after the war, this constitution hasn't been amended by the civilians, by the Nigerian people. All this constitution was amended and rebuilt and built by the military. So all Nigerians were not involved in this constitution, because what happened is, if this country can move forward, the constitution needs to be scrabbled and redo by the Nigerian people. And if you can send me your WhatsApp, I will send you a particular video. Then when you go through that video, you will know where our problem lies on. Thank you.
Hello. Okay. Can I make a comment there, please?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Please go ahead.
Okay. For me, I will attribute the problem to 80% to our leaders. The truth is there. I have to say the truth, okay? 80% to our leaders, 10% to the populace, 10% to the constitution. Okay, I want to tell you, if you like, Google it. You just Google it. You will see the 10th safest place on earth. 2 is in Africa. 1, Iceland. Then 2 is from Africa. Out of that 5, there was 1. They said they don't have police at all. No police there. In Iceland, the one guy that was speaking there, he said, since I entered here, I've never locked my door. I don't even have the key of my door. No criminal there, nothing. So the person the moderator that was talking said maybe because the place is too cold. No, it's the system. You know, when you know that this person is bad, why will you still vote for that person? Let us call it spade a spade. The problem is with the masses, the illiterate, the ignorant, the educated fools, or educated illiterate. That is what I call them. All these people, they know the right thing to do, but they are doing the wrong thing. This is our problem. The constitution is there. I want to say, even the Tinubu they are talking about today, they use this thing to campaign, what they call it, restructure. Everybody is talking a restructuring. That is where you can have a breath of life. But the second is command, who said he want to be in charge of the security. Everybody know why I'm talking. Shetima. He said, restructure my foot. That means what they are doing is what they want to continue to do. But why will somebody still open his mind and still vote for that person? I was in one platform. If you kick against Tinubu, they are against you. They are against you. These are the problems we are having. Okay, there are places you will be now. You will be safe. You don't know what is constitution, because the constitution there, the constitution actually is a fraud constitution.
Yes,
Then the second one, let me land, please. The second one I want to talk. Okay, I want to talk about this thing. Please, if there should be an investigation concerning that woman, because Nigeria is a drama state. Many dramas are there. You have what they call winch, you have what they call Curtis, we have what they call Boni or whatever, you have what they call whatever. So many things are going on. We don't know what transpired between these people. We don't know what is going on. What we saw is wrong. But before me myself, I will contribute to help somebody. I will know the source where my things are going to. So I don't want my source to go into unfertile land. So I must make sure that this is what is transpiring. Let us make investigation and see that this woman is innocent. So then, does it mean that the police doesn't know what they are doing was illegal? Nigeria is a place where you can just go and hire. You just take one police, give them money, they follow you and do undo. You go there, you give one soldier man something, they do undo. We see what transpired between Onwoko, Regina Daniel. I'm saying this because it went viral. I wouldn't have mentioned name. It went viral. Between him and his people, we saw what happened there when they used soldier to bulldoze everywhere, use police to bulldoze. This is not done in any other country. It's only in Nigeria. So for us to have that sanity, number one, the people must be aware. There must be awareness. That is what we have to do. The media have to do. We have work to do. The media have work to do. We have to sensitize people. We have to make people to be aware of their rights, of what they're supposed to do. That is very, very important, because you sold your right. You sell your birthright today. Tomorrow you suffer for it, and you put everybody in a mess. So the populace have to be sensitized. That is number one. Number two, that constitution has to be amended. For that constitution to be amended, we need to vote in the right person to be there, because the people who you want to vote for, they will never amend that constitution except Peter Obi accept it. Even if they use it to campaign, they will not do it. So we need a right person to be there to change this constitution. The person who have the people at heart. These people, they don't have you at heart. Okay, that I submit there.
Brother. Hello, brother.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I was saying is, you see, in this our constitution, for a country to move forward, there is something they call what they call it. Anyway, constitution is a part of a country moving forward. Then, if the constitution of that country does not allow anybody to flow or anybody to do things the normal way is supposed to be done. Look at what you just mentioned here when Ms. Shitima said restructuring my foot, because he knows there is a underground constitution that is not visible to all Nigerians here, which I want to release that video to Emma in this Niger Watch. I will release it, then let them go through that video and see where our problem lies on. Because we have a problem that is not exposed. What we are just seeing is what we are seeing right now. There is a hidden agenda. That is why you see Tinubu can be able to tell you that it's my turn, and I know that it's my turn, and nobody will do anything about it. Based on those buried constitution that you don't know, our constitution are orchestrated by the military, and the military is the one holding this constitution, then transform themselves into civilian again, come back to the power, and they're trying to play a civilian part in this our government, which is not working. But that is why you see things are not working well in Nigeria, because the same constitution is what is
All right.
really propelling Nigeria. And when Abacha came back to
All
power,
right,
he
Mr.
said he amended it.
That's as much as I can take from you. I'm sorry. We will pick on this subject on a fine day. There's been lots of digression from our members.
Respond to
Mr.
him.
Majid, please put your mic on mute, please. Please, I
Just
speed
give me
up one
1 minute.
question.
Let me respond to him because he
All right. Okay, let's move on from that. Mr. Chibuzo, you requested for the number. The number was on the screen. I don't know if you took it, but it's here now
No, I
again. The
no,
WhatsApp number.
no, I captured it.
All right.
I captured the
You
number.
captured it. Okay, okay, all
Yes.
right. So
Then
please, we'd
I
like
will
to
send the
we'd like to
video.
listen to
Yeah, I will send the video to you. That is, a lot of Nigerians are talking about all these things, but they don't know exactly where this thing have started from.
all right, Mr. Chibuzo.
That's my
Send the
brother
video
talking
and
there.
we'll pick up from there. Please just send the
Huh?
video, we'll pick up from there. Send the video. I'm expecting to hear from you. So please send the video and we will pick up from there. Please let's move on, please. Let's move on. Some other person came in. Okay, all my panelists have had something to say on this topic. So we have just one more topic to take. Now, this should be surprising, or this should worry us. This should really, really worry us. With the policies that the president, my dearest boo boo, by the way, is putting in place. Is putting in place, one would question what is really happening with insecurity. And now this comment by Onayekom saying that Buhari lacks solution to security problems. That's, I think we all know that already. I don't know. This is not something, it's not something new, so to say. But the question is, if Buhari, with his military experience, who is going to help solve insecurity? If a military man in power, or someone who was, if someone who is in the line of security, or who was in the line of security, cannot help curb the insecurity in the land, do we think that someone who does not have, a military background, do we think that they will be able to execute this?
Yeah, so let me please, sorry to cut you off there. The
No,
problem is
just for you.
yeah,
You are the right person to even speak. So just give your
yeah.
submission.
Okay. The right person, the right answer is this. When you have a thief maybe that thief stole your mobile phone, and the thief is right there with you, and he's the one who carry everything upon himself, and he's telling you, we must find this person. If we find this person, we will kill this person. We will do. Will you suspect him? You will never suspect him. Will you find that movie? You will never find that movie. That is the thing that is going on in Nigeria. They know the solution. If we can go to Liberia, solve the problem there. Go to different countries, solve the problem there. What is there that they cannot solve? The problem is that the Nigerians themselves, they are the problem. They are the brain behind the problem we have. So if you are talking of solving the problem, we can never solve unless we bring a different person entirely. If you are bringing Tinubu, you are bringing Atiku, the same story will still go on and on. We need a different body, a different player, a different entity, a different body that will solve this problem. If not, I tell you, go and mark my word, this problem will be even the APC have already said that restructuring my food. If you don't give person the right to defend himself, as the other person was talking about constitution cannot work. Constitution cannot work. We have seen a situation where what they call it. I'm not against doing a new constitution. For me, the process is already there. Goodluck Jonathan time in 2014. That was the first thing he handed over to Buhari. Say this is our problem. And Buhari promised to do it. Did he do it? Because they are benefiting from it. The person that is benefiting for something, he will never want to go against it. Okay, that is the real problem. The real problem is Nigeria is behind it. This Obadiah, I think everybody know Obadiah. Obadiah confirm it. I have a video who confirm it, and the person was talking about how this government has been playing around they are playing the life of Nigeria, just trying to solve the problem. You are telling people we want to seek a solution. We don't want to know about the solution, but we have to cannot jet there. We have so many things. We have drone this time around. Drone, you can buy drone, locate this area where these people are, but you are not going there. So if we are talking of security, if you vote, even if I'm there, within 6 months, I will solve the security. I swear, within 6 months, it's just to put the right people there. Because the Boko Haram, you say they are repentant Boko Haram, you are putting them into the Nigerian army. These people are still doing havoc. They are the ones sending information to their people. You send soldiers to go and fight them, they will give out the information, they lay ambush. We have seen all these things. They lay ambush against the soldier, they kill all the soldier, they kill. How do you fight them? You can't fight them. And the person who will cry out, so please, so we don't have ammunition, the soldier will say, you kick against our air tips. They kill the people. We have seen this. We have seen all these things. If you cry as a soldier, you cry out, say so you don't have ammunition, they kill you. They give all these isolated, what they call it, all these old guns, they give it to them. Whereas the sophisticated one, they will go and give it to their people. So how do we fight the security? You can never fight it. We need a person who has Nigeria at heart, who has done something, who has shown us, who has talked to us that if I don't do this thing, hold me accountable. That is the person we need. It's not the person that will tell you, go and ask security, go and ask Erufai, go and ask this one. Erufai, is it a saint? Go to Kaduna and see how many churches, how many Christians that have been killed there, and nobody is questioning this person. Then you are telling me to ask Erufai the security there. So let me submit here so that I will not take time.
All right, sir. All right, sir. I know this has brought about a trigger. But from your submission, sir, you are saying that we do not need a former head. We do not need a former military head. To combat insecurity.
At a point, I raised a motion here in this platform.
Right.
I said, if Nigeria can make a constitution that all those soldiers who have ruled before, within the rank of what they call it, lieutenant colonel, sergeant down, you can contest. Within the lieutenant colonel upward, they should make a law that these people will never contest for any governor, president, or senate, because these are the very powerful places. You can contest for local government, and this is not my problem. But these are the places where we have problem. If they can make a law that any of these persons who have attained to this, because they are using their power to command, to tell what to do, what not to do. So the problem is not the military solving the problem. A common civilian that doesn't know anything about anything will be there. He will solve this problem. The problem is very small, very small. The people are in the bush. Why are they not fishing them out? Why are they not killing them? Why is the farmer not going back to school, to their farm? Why would there not be farming? Why would there not be hunger in this? Nigeria is 133 million now in poverty. Why are they not solving it? Because they know what they are doing. And rather, they are talking about cow. But instead of talking about farming, where people can feed, everybody can feed, you are talking about cow. They know what they are doing, my dear.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that submission. Mr. Chubuzo, do you agree to his submission? Please, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you once again. You see, Miss Emma, all this argument that we're making here is so fantastic. I love it. Sometimes we agree, we disagree. Everybody bring his own opinion. That's good, so that we can be able to know where we get it right or wrong. But what I'm trying to tell you is part of our problem remains in the constitutional line. Because when a country falls, the people around it, the people falls. When a country rise, the people rise. So as our constitution have mandated us to fall, that is why we are fallen. And that is why you see a lot of atrocities are happening in Nigeria, because it's mandated in that hidden constitution, which I'm going to release very soon to you. And you have to bring it out. Then a lot of us, like I told you, don't understand that there is a process Nigeria have went through, and those processes is what is bringing Nigeria behind, because of the kind of people that orchestrated the war, started the war, ended the war, and today, whatever they are having in their hidden agendas, this is what they are propelling to us now, showing us exactly what it is. You cannot allow, you cannot bring a general who understands and go for training for killing. He's a killing machine. That is what he understands. He doesn't understand the word of peace. What is understanding is all about violence. Then you make him a president to come and make peace. It's not going to work. I will even object my fellow Palanese, the one who spoke like that we will make a constitution that allow them to rise to power. No military man is supposed to contest for any public office after his regime have fallen. So we don't need to make any constitution that promote them. And when immediately they retire, they're supposed to go home and relax there or concentrate in other departments, not public service. I don't subscribe to that, you know. So, but what I'm trying to say is our constitution remains behind our downfall. And without that constitution, look at every brilliant Nigerians. They are advocating the military, the constitution. The military are the one who make this constitution. Do you know why? No civilian, no Nigerian, no Igbo, no Yoruba, no Hausa, no civilian were among all these constitutional amendments or constitutional whatever you call it, adjustment. Only the military who are there, they are the one only that make this constitution. They are the one that amend it. So, and we agree to that. And we are not looking into what this constitution carries. And that is where we are getting things wrong. And that is why everything in Nigeria is have to carry by order, not by process. And that is why you see Nigeria going like this today. But I will send you that video. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chubuzo. Thank you. Opara Obina. Good afternoon to you too. Good afternoon to you too. Mr. Vite Maxwell, good afternoon to you. Ta, how you doing? It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you very much. We'll move on to we'll move on to Mr. Majid. Mr. Majid, let's have your comment on this.
Mr. Chibuzo, first of all, I will respond to what you just said, but I want you to know one thing. You're claiming on changing constitution, but let me inform you that the same people you're telling to change this constitution are the same people ruling Nigeria from military regime to up to this day. So you can't ask somebody who is benefiting from crisis to stop the crisis himself. So you can't keep voting those people and tell them to change the constitution. They have the right to protest.
No, I didn't say change the constitution. I didn't say change the constitution. I said that our problem lies on the constitution. This is what I said. I never said that they must change the constitution.
You said they should amend the constitution, and I'm telling you that this
No, no,
constitution
no,
can
I
be.
never said so. No, I didn't listen to my word. I said our problem lies on the constitution. On the
Then
constitution.
Hello, Miss. Okay, I think I should continue. What you're suggesting is that the constitution is our problem, and I'm trying to let you know that you cannot change or amend the constitution when the same people that wrote the constitution are the same people ruling Nigeria up to date. That is the problem we are having. This constitution needs to be changed or amended if we have a right leader who will hear the yelling of the masses on that part. But you can't vote somebody like Buhari, somebody like Tinubu or Atiku, who has already benefited from the same system and the same corrupt system, and you want them to look into the constitution. They cannot. These people are benefiting huge in whatever is happening in Nigeria today. So you can't ask the same people who is faulty in that in the policy of Nigeria and ask them to change the policy. They cannot. They're benefiting a lot. That is by the way. When it comes to insecurity, let me tell everybody, insecurity can be solved. You don't need to have military experience to solve insecurity in Nigeria. The reason why it seems like insecurity in Nigeria is expanding, having grip in Nigeria every day by day, is because the people who are responsible for this insecurity are the people benefiting from insecurity. Do you know how much
The
they
line is
budget
not
in
clear. The line
insecurity?
is not clear.
Do you know how much they budget in insecurity every year? Every year, check our security budget every year. You will understand that those people, they know what they are doing. They cannot fight insecurity. So we need a right leader that will know that this is the right thing to do. In the north, okay. Last time we had this documentary about the north. Nobody knows that a thing like this is going on there. But everybody kept quiet, even their leader. They kept quiet. At the end of the day, they will come and collect security votes. What are they using it for? They will keep it on themselves and eat it. So the security we are talking about, it has nothing to do with the experience. It has nothing to do with being a military. These people are benefiting hugely from insecurity. If you budget money for insecurity, they will take it. They will not fight insecurity. Rather, they will use that insecurity to make the poor masses to believe that insecurity is hard for them to solve. It's not hard. There is poverty everywhere. Once there is poverty, there will be insecurity. And they are telling you they cannot solve it. Definitely, they cannot solve it because they are planning to put more people into poverty, so that they will have more allocation, security allocation to themselves. Governors,
Please, to support you. Sorry, I'm not cutting you off. To support you. 20 Buratai, everybody knows Buratai. He said for the next 20 years, this insecurity will be there. Nobody can solve it. He said it. So we need a body, we need a person who will enforce this, who will enforce it, who will bring about this, what they call it, constitution and the rest of them. It's not that the constitution is not there. Good Lord Jonathan have already done everything. He handed it over to what they call it, Buhari. They used it to campaign. Did they do it? No, they did not do it. Before you talk of say want to change the constitution, somebody must be there that will enforce it, because this constitution is favoring them, and you want them to say no to it. They will never say no to it. You give them paper. At the end of the day, they dump the paper somewhere. They do what they want to do. The manifesto of APC in 2015 was one of the best manifesto. Do they follow it? The structuring was there. Did they do it? Then you are talking of changing constitution when the whole nation, the United Nations, have said Nigeria kick against the law. The person they still kick against, they still stand by it. Is that person you want to come and amend the constitution? Somebody who kick against court order, the court have issued statement, they have issued order, they have issued judgment. Somebody will come out and say you have said your own. We will not do what we will not review whether what you
All
have
right,
done we
just
like
for
it
you.
or we
All
don't
right,
like it.
just for
Is
you.
that person?
All right. Thank you, thank you, Mr. Majid. I'll be moving on to Mr. Goodman. He's not had anything to say. Mr. Goodman, you have to
No,
speak.
Chima,
No,
that is
Mr.
not
Marco.
fair.
Please put your mic on mute. You and I cannot talk at the same time. The interference, there's a feedback on the broadcast that is not pleasant. I'll come back to you. And also, gentlemen, please let's try not to interject other people because you are taking from their time. That's it. You are taking from their time when you interject. So when you allow another person interject, that's you giving out your time. I'm sorry. Move on to Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman, please stick to the topic. We are not talking about the constitution here. If that's what you are in for, then you could, we could pass it on to some other person. Let's stick to the topic, please. And in just 2 minutes, please give your submission, Mr. Goodman. Thank you for being here.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay, thank you for saying that. I would have touched on the question, but since you say, I will skip it. Okay, for the insecurity, some of us here are saying that insecurity is easy to tackle. It's easy. Nigerian insecurity is not about the people that are staying in the bush. It's beyond those people staying in the bush. The insecurity is even in the government, as in this thing. Now we don't know. We are there. Pantami, they say Pantami is an apology of terrorists. He's still there, sitting down. He's a minister of communication. All your data, everything is having it. You think this is terrorism? You think terrorism is just carrying gun? These people have network more than you can imagine. You can see what it takes America to go get Osama bin Laden. America till tomorrow they've not even tackle insecurity. It tackles terrorism. Our insecurity in Nigeria is not insecurity. Insecurity, when you talk of crime, all this killing, stealing, all this, but this is terrorism. It's beyond those common. This insecurity you say you want to solve is the common criminality. That one is easy to solve. That one you can create job for people. You can just send few police. They will. But this one is people. We are talking of terrorism. These people have intel more than you think. They have intel more than Nigerian security agents. They have network beyond Africa. So you think it's just Burutai say 20 years. It's just giving you it's beyond 20 years before you can solve it. Burutai is an experience. I mean, is part of it. It's part of the insecurity. We know that, but he's just telling you 20 years. But it's beyond that. So I'm telling you, we are in deep mess. We are serious in deep mess. In your country, two terrorist groups are fighting to gain ground. It's what Boko Haram. Nobody is stopping them. They are fighting to take charge. You see, so our hands is just in the hands of God. It's only Nigerians. I don't know what we can do. Our insecurity is beyond what we think. Somebody, you can just come, oh, it's easy to tackle. How is it easy to tackle? Jonathan came and does, the moment Jonathan tried to tackle it, the people that sponsored them came and said, if you kill those people, you are killing our people. Now they will give them power. Okay, since you say we should not kill them, okay, take power and get them off our country. Instead, they opened the gate of hell. They brought more in. We all see all those trucks coming in during lockdown. Have you asked yourself, where are those people? Those are the ones we see from those trucks. The ones we don't see, and those ones we see, we Nigerians, we say, hey, look at these people coming in, don't go to truck. But we are not asking question again after that. Where are those people? Have they gone back to where they came from? No, they're inside. They've opened the gate of hell. These people are all over the place. You think you will just come and say, okay, it's easy to take them out 6 months? 6 months. People, it's not the people in that bush. It's the people that is running your country. They're the ones doing this thing. These people miscalculated. They know the kind of people they are. They open the gate. This man from Bauchi State come. They want to make all the Fulani all over Africa their friend. I have a Fulani guy here from Ghana. He's a Fulani guy. He told me, we are just laughing. I was just laughing. Why is your tribes people stopping us in Nigeria? I was laughing. He said, if you have any Fulani person that's living outside Africa that goes home to visit his people, just ask him about Fulani disturbing Nigeria. They will give you the story. He said they told them, yeah, Fulani, that Nigeria, we're just laughing over it. He said, they told them Nigeria is their place. Come. Say, even if he can come to Nigeria, if me I touch him, they will kill me. He's telling me, we just use that a laugh. He said they told them, Fulani, this is not the hidden secret. They told them all over Africa, but they have a place in Nigeria. So look, it's a big problem. This insecurity, I'm just saying, we are all in God's hands. We just pray that they did not explode one way like Afghanistan style of thing. They have their plans. These people are written deep into our system. So to take it off, man, by grace of God, I tell you the truth. So it's not about those people in the forest that you see carry gun and running around. It's beyond those people. So that is my take on insecurity. So I don't know what we can do. If Obi comes in, I don't know how it's going to, because Jonathan tried, they accused Jonathan. They are killing our people. So since Jonathan is killing their people, and now without giving to them, instead of them killing their people, they are even bringing in more in. Tell me, if Obi goes in there, do you think that thing they say to Jonathan, they will not say to Obi? This will frustrate the government. If you can remember, during Jonathan's term, they are doing suicide bombing because they know they cannot carry gun because Jonathan is tackling them. But when Buhari came into power, they stopped suicide bombing. They are now using gun because Buhari gave them gun. So if Obi comes in again, and suicide bombing is something that you cannot, it's hard to tackle those people when it comes to suicide bombing because you don't know where they will come from, you don't know where they will go. Because people are they give their life just to destroy other people's life. So my take is, it's in the hands of God, anything can happen, but we pray that anybody that comes in, we try his best, but I think it's not something you can solve in 8 years. It's never, you can't solve it in 8 years. Forget it. And the problem with Nigeria, and after Obi finishes now, the same people will come and say it's our turn. The same Northern will come and say it's our turn. That's what we say. The Constitution allow all those things. If Obi try and do, if they will come, let's say after 8 years, say it's our turn. It's our turn. They will come back again and take us back again. This is the problem. That's why we're saying the Constitution has to be changed. Thank you.
Good man. Thank you very much for your submission. We'll move on to Mr. Mr. Choma Obi. Doc, how you doing, Doctor? Good to have you on the broadcast. Please, you have a minute. Okay, I can't hear you, Mr. Chima Obi. Please, if anyone can hear him, please let me know. Mr. Chimaobi, I'm so sorry. Nobody can hear you on the broadcast. Please, let's try to do this again. Mr. Vine Maxwell, okay, you'll be our final panelist for the day. Hopefully, if Mr. Chimaobi doesn't come back, let's have your submission, sir. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Sister Man. Good afternoon to my co-panelists and those that are watching us all over the world. Good afternoon to you, Niger Watch, for this great platform. I just joined in. You people are talking about insecurity. And my position is this. Insecurity is the federal government, and the federal government is insecurity. I don't see anything hard if I will participate in most of the peacekeeping and peace enforcement operation around Africa and Europe, did so well, coming to Nigeria and they cannot do same. There is a calculated attempt to allow these people to take over Nigeria, just like what Chibuzo said. The discussion he had with one of them where he lives. So that is exactly what is going on. And the responsibility right now, the way forward, is for Nigerians to decide on what to do. And the problem of Nigeria is on the foundation on which it is being operated. The fact that people can no longer go their daily activities, people are scared, is a very serious problem, challenge to that country. If people will be allowed to come out to decide on how they are going to live in that country, I think things will be okay. You will not hear agitations all over Nigeria. You will not hear, disgruntled, statements coming, from, people
who are being marginalized, intimidated by these, terrorist bandits that are going around killing people and chasing them away, causing a lot of, mayhem on them, leaving them in IDPs. In this 21st century, it is appalling for us to look at Nigeria and see millions of Nigerians living in IDP camps. This is not what they bargained for. They voted, if at all their vote really counts, they voted to have peace and tranquility in the country. But in as much as people are being allowed to come in and begin to kill the indigenous people, my sister Emma, it is a no-no to me. Nigeria can do it. They can do it. The army can curtail this. If you tell me that the army cannot curtail this problem, why didn't this thing happen during Obasanjo time? Even Abacha, even Abu Salam, why is it now? Why all these things happening at this time? That is to show you that the federal government is an accomplice to the problem that is happening to the Nigerian people. And the earlier we recognize this, the better for us. Thank you, and God bless you, Sister Emma.
Thank you, Mr. Vi Maxwell. Before you unmute your mic, just give your final submission.
Thank you again. Nigerians, I believe you know my position. If this insecurity will continue and my people in Nigeria, especially in the Biafra land, are made to pay the price of what they know nothing about, my position is let them go. If with the current system that is going on, that they are operating with, even if P2B come in there, the same people that are benefiting from this criminal status quo will not allow him to progress and deliver whatever he wants to deliver to Nigerians. That is my position. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Chubuzo. Let's have your final submission. Thank you. In 30 seconds.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Emma. My position in this is a Nigerian can, without a military, without any police, without any law enforcement agents, Nigeria can do better than putting all these people in power. Nigeria can work properly. I'm not a subscriber of division. I support one Nigeria, and I will remain loyal to one Nigeria. I'm not a Biafran, pro-Biafran. I'm a pro-Nigerian, and I love Nigeria. Together we can work together, and together we will stand. But what I'm trying to say is, this present constitution cannot move us forward. But if Biafrans feel like they are being marginalized, that's okay. Let them unite in the Biafran land, build their country like Dubai, build their states like Dubai. They have the finance, they have the resources, undermine the federal government character and build their own state. And let us see how Nigeria will not be able to buy those ideas. And another thing with the security thing, we need our identification. Nigeria must be digitalized, because if we digitalize, that is where all this insecurity will lies on, because we will know who is a foreigner, we will know who is a Nigerian. So if we don't have the digital database, we will be talking from a Fulani from Mali, we just jump in, is a Nigerian, anybody can just jump in. But if we have a database that give everybody a sense of belonging, identification, nationalism, then we can be able to work together and move forward. If we don't do this, we will be crying for insecurity. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that submission. I really appreciate your time on here with us. Thank you. Please do also remember our breakfast by 5 p.m. today, our discussion 5 p.m. today. Do well to join us. Thank you very much. Just for you.
I'm not hearing. I don't know whether the rest is hearing, eh?
Who's speaking? Just for you, I can hear you.
Iman, we are not hearing you. Miss Ima, we are not hearing you, please.
Maybe Tunubu APC have hijacked the network. They have
I'm
to
sure.
investigate.
I'm, I'm very sure. Miss Ima, if you can come back to us, please. We are not hearing you.
Because they are not far from the headline. They can do anything to hack the line and they disturb us here, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if she's in Nigeria, anything can happen. These people are
Yeah.
mean, more than Indian mean, you know.
Yeah, and the assistance is not there. Supposedly the assistance is there now. It would have taken over. Nobody is assisting her. This early morning, people have gone back to work and things like that. It's only a few people who are on their holiday or vacation that are here
I
now.
hope you can hear me now. Can you hear me?
It's still for
Yeah, we can hear you now. Speak.
Okay. Oh, great. Just for you. Thank
it's
you.
not
Thank you.
it's still not clear.
Okay, just go on with your submission just for you. Thank you.
But it's okay. Let me make my submission. I don't know whether I have had my name. So, in a nutshell, I maintain. I am not against the change of constitution, but I believe the constitution is already there. We need somebody. We need a helping hand. We need somebody who enforce it. Without voting these people out, if we are talking of a constitution, it will not work. We are all speaking the same thing. Constitution. We need to change the constitution. Yes, it's very, very important, but it's already there. Good Lord Jonathan have done everything, and everything is there. Even the past successful government have make an effort. But what we need somebody who will now enforce these things, because these people, they will not enforce it because it's favoring them. Again, we need to sensitize the people. We need to enlighten the populace, because there are people that are ignorant. They don't know what they are doing, even if they are educated. We need to sensitize them. We need to teach them. We need to get them informed, so get them aware of what to do in life. Like especially in the north now, where they kept them in the dark for so long. I think many of them are beginning to wake up. Education is still the best. You need to be enlightened and know what is going on in the society. The world is advancing. We need to advance with the world. The problem with us is that the people are ruling us. The people that are ruling us, they are the one behind the problem. So you can never find the problem. You still vote these people in, the same thing will still be there. They will not obey the court order. They will not obey that constitution. They will not allow that constitution to come in. If you check all of them, they are in the cycle. That is what I call merry goes round misery. They are the same cycle of people. They are the one ruling us. And what they want is that nobody can talk. What they want is they are the first class. We are the second class citizen. The law does not give that one. There is fundamental human right. Is it obeyed in Nigeria? No. There is rule of law. These are the things that kept a country working. But that law is there in Nigeria, but they are not obeying it. And if at all we have to put on any other law, it's just few. We have the law already. The law of to own your own land. But somebody will go to your land and kill you, rape you, and nobody will talk. How do you talk about? Is that the constitution? Does the constitution permit anybody that way? No constitution permit that. But nobody talk. If you talk, they will kill you. If you arrest them, they will kill you. They will maim you. This we have human factor, as the other person have said. We are all saying the same thing. If we have to get Nigeria going, let's vote these people out. Let's bring in somebody first. We need the head who will channel us towards that constitution change. Thank you. Hello?
All right. Thank you,
Oh my
Mr.
goodness.
Just for you. I want to thank every one of you right there. Thanks very much for your time.
Hello? Anybody
Hello.
hearing?
Yeah, just for you. Yes, we can hear you. I think you have issue with yours as well. We heard everything you said. Can anybody hear me right there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you very
we can
much.
hear you.
I appreciate you all. Ima is facing some technical issue right now, so I have to come in to round up. Good man and Majid is the two of you are the one left to make your final submission. So I'll start with Good man. Mr. Goodman, thanks very much for joining us. Please talk to us in 2 minutes. Round up.
Thank you, Mr. Najawat. Okay, for my final say is, in as much as I'm still saying, look, power intoxicates. You understand me? That's why you see most African leaders, when they're in power, even if they see their death in front of them, they will believe that because they have this power, they can turn things around. So when you are saying that they will go, they will allow this is not going to be easy. What I'm saying is Nigerians, it's about time we just do away with our fears. You understand? By the time these people know that we have done away with our fears, they will sit up. But when you keep saying, let's sit back, the way we will just go and change them like this. I'm saying our population is our strength. Only in Lagos or in any state, if 5 million, Lagos has like 30 million people. If only 5 million people storm the street of Lagos, no matter how that person, even if you are emperor, even if the military see the crowd, they will be forced to do what you want to do. But you don't know. We say we have strength, but we are not using our strength. This is the thing. All these changes we want, we need to someone. That's what I'm saying. I know the vote will come because if you think, I'm still saying, if you think these people are not going to rig this election, power intoxicates. They will do everything to rig that election. What I'm saying is, when they rig this election, please, when we want to storm that street, we should come out in unity and storm that street. Not they say only the youth will go. We should drag our parents out, drag everybody out, drag those doctors, nurses. Everybody should come out and storm the street because the pain is not just for the youth alone, it's for everybody. But when you leave it for the youth to do all these things, they will say they want to destroy the country. No, but when everybody comes together and storm the street, but they are going to rig this election, power intoxicate. That's why Tinubu can dance. He doesn't care to talk to Nigerians because they believe with that power, they can turn things around in their favor. So my friend, Nigerians, if you can listen, let's just have our plan B. We'll go there, when they go there and vote, but let's have our plan B because I know they will try everything in the book to read it. They already started by burning on some people PVC. They already started burning houses. They already started doing the rigging. So what I'm saying is, please, if you want to take back the country like we claim, because we are fighting against these people and they have the power, they have everything, they have the tools. The only thing we have is we and our voice. So if we come out and storm the street, please, I know they will do everything, but we should stand our ground and say no, no, no. Because I keep saying Tinubu cannot win this election if they don't rig it. Atiku cannot win the election if they don't rig it. So on that day, if they announced anybody, even if Peter Obi say, like Jonathan, hey, please don't speak blood because of me. No, so push him aside. Peter Obi, okay, you've done your bit. Let's leave the work for us because I know this is what's going to happen. For Tinubu to be this confident, as we are working, they are working their own too. So they have their plan B. Let's also have our plan B. Thank you. That's my final say.
Thank you, good man. Thank you very much, sir. Before I call on Majid, I just wanted to add to what you said. Everybody already know that, yes, Tinubu, APC, or rather, the both two satanic parties, APC and PDP, they are not going to give up power like this. They are already doing everything possible to ring this election. But one thing is sure, the mood of Nigerians right now, I'm not sure Nigerians are ready to take no for an answer. Yes, everybody should watch out what's going to happen in February. If it's going to be a free and fair election, that will be fine. But if we sense any kind of manipulation, any kind of manipulative activities in this election, just watch out what is going to happen. Because we are tired. We're on the last bus stop right now. So we are not willing and we cannot stand anything like this from these two satanic parties. And yes, like you also said, they have started. 5 p.m. today, we have revolution. We have things very, very vital to talk about because these people have started already. A lot of things are already going on. A lot of violence are already being carried out. So we're going to be addressing all this by 5 p.m. Please endeavor to join us by 5 p.m. in the next couple of minutes. We're going to be on air again. Let me go to Majid. Majid, let's talk to us in 2 minutes. Let's round up. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. I want to point out one thing that I noticed in this group. Sometimes people will come here, once they give their submission, they will leave and they will not mind if other people, if everybody is giving their submission and leaving like that, nobody will listen to anybody. So it's not fair when you give your own submission, you leave. I don't know, maybe some people have what they want to do. Yes. For me, sometimes if I don't come here, that means I'm so busy. Anytime I'm here, it means I have time for myself.
You
I
are
have
very
time for
right.
myself. You are very right. I want to that time I want to come here. When I come here, I will stay and watch everybody give their submission before I leave. Leaving when every other person still 3 or 4 people still have something to say is not fair.
Exactly.
That's one
Thank you
thing
for
I
bringing that
discovered.
up. Thank you very much.
Secondly, Ima is like when I don't want to. Sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm teaching um, your moderators their job. I was interject like twice here, and I couldn't give a submission. I couldn't give my own submission. Somebody else interject, and Ima cut that from my time, and that is not fair. Because if someone I'm talking or another person is talking, someone interject, is her work to come in because she owns the platform. You have given her the power to moderate so she can't she doesn't have to take it away from my time, and that is another thing I discover. Let her,
Okay.
if somebody
All right.
let her
We apologize for that. We apologize for that. I guess the reason why, because she has been facing this technical issue for the past couple of minutes without you guys did not even realize it. So my attention was drawn to come for a rescue. So I believe that's what happened. So I apologize for that. We are not perfect here. We try to carry everybody along. So you have all the time now, both the one that was robbed from you, use all of them. Talk to us.
All right, thank you. My submission is that if Nigeria want to move forward, we need to elect people with good character. Character speaks a lot about people. You can't elect people with a questionable character and you expect them to represent you well. President is not only about Nigeria, it's not only about we. He is also presenting himself to the world. So if we want to elect people, please, Nigerians, this is the last opportunity we have to elect people with good character. Let me tell you one thing good character can do for a society. Let me tell you, it will attract investors. Investors will come to your country, they will invest because they trust the people you have given power to. If you give power to corrupt people, nobody will want to commit his or her money or her investment into your country. That is one thing people don't know. Look at Buhari, no meaningful engagement, no meaningful investment, no meaningful anything that Buhari attracted from foreign country. Nothing. Our foreign policy, zero. Everything collapsed under 8 years of Buhari. And if we do any other mistake again, elect people with dubious character, believe me, Nigeria will collapse to the last. And nobody can afford it. Nigeria currency will go down to the level of Indonesia, to the level of Myanmar, Nepal, all those countries. Our currency will collapse to that end. I want Nigeria, I urge you people to please go to the pool, vote the right people. We all in our midst, we know people that we can trust with power. We know people that we believe that can represent us well. I keep saying this, we that is outside, we don't have any good representation at all. We don't have people that speak for us when we have problem. When we run into police, we don't have anybody that talk that come to rescue us. When we have passport issue, we don't have anybody that speak for us. When we have issues anywhere, we don't have anybody that come to us. Recently, how much did US invested in Russia just to bring out one person, just to bring out the person from the hands of Russia? They have to make a deal to the point where US have to return one prisoner and also ammunition adding to the deal just to send back the lady that was convicted on Russia. So if we have government that cares for the people, the progress will drive. And once the progress drive, Nigerians will have job, Nigerians will have security, Nigerians will have food. But we can't keep electing people who doesn't even care about you, about us, about you and I. The worst part that Nigerians are very gullible. I heard about this guy Mustafa, who is talking about. I listened to his program last time. He was talking about Nigeria. He was talking about labor. But this same guy was the same guy that was working with Abacha during the time of Abacha. He was the same guy that was the right hand man of Abacha. And now Nigerians have forgotten about it just because he made a very stupid, well, I say stupid revelation, and everybody thinks he's doing the right thing. Ask him out and ask him what was your role in Apache's government? What did you do? Did you bring all these arguments you're bringing out, all this policy, all these things you're talking about, labor and every other secret you know about Nigeria right now? Did you bring it out that time to talk to your master, to tell your master to do the right thing, or even employ labors? You didn't do anything. Now you're coming out because you want to be a president, you're contesting, you want to attract people, you want to attract people with sweet mouth, telling things that you were in the government that suppressed Nigeria, that killed Nigerians. And everybody, I saw people arguing on the street that he's going to make a good president. That is the reason why we put Buhari where Buhari is today. Because we believe that Buhari will be a saint. At the end of the day, we put him there. What did we get? Backlash. We get nothing. And now this guy is coming from nowhere talking about what he doesn't even understand. And everybody believe him, everybody listen to him. Why this guy was among the people that ripped Nigeria off? How did he make his money? How did he even come into the limelight in the first place? So if sometimes Nigerians are the reason why these politicians take advantage of us. Because you see them committing sin, you see them commit sin tomorrow because they join PDP or APC, their sins are forgiven. Please, it's time we hold everybody accountable. Even if you kill a soul in Nigeria and the opportunity presents itself, let's hold them accountable. Let's. I wish Nigerians can be more open to themselves. Everybody is talking about constitution. Some people in the US cannot even read constitution. In the US, a US citizen doesn't even know what constitution is all about. Do you even know what is greed? But Nigeria knows everything. We are talking about our constitution because we have people who cannot even respect the constitution we have in place. And they are talking about new constitution. Why the people we have cannot respect constitution? You and I know constitution. We can even quote our constitution. But people in the US, people in America, people in London, in UK, they don't even know what their constitution looks like or what their constitution is all about. Because everybody behave according to the way the people they elected behave. It's all about your leader. Your leader is an example. And that is why when they say Nigeria is corrupt, it's not like everybody is corrupt, but because our leaders that represent us are corrupt, and they're going to see Nigeria as corrupt country. When 1% is corrupt, and that 1% they have already corrupted the mind of everybody, even the people they meet outside. So the problem of Nigeria is we. That's why I say is a human factor, not even the constitution matter. The constitution will come second when people start doing the right thing. Don't elect leader because he's from your place, because you heard he did this here. Go and verify his past. We keep doing this and it keep hurting us. Mr. Ajabot, I sent you a video in your WhatsApp. I want you to go see those videos. The main harm people are causing in my community. I sent it on your WhatsApp. So when I listen to people
I will go
sometimes, I
through
get
it.
angry. I get angry because this is not the kind of Nigeria everybody wants to live. And where I live, people behave themselves. People behave according to the way their rulers behave. Because your ruler has not stealing, why would you go and steal? He provides job for you, why would you go and steal? Insecurity is because of there is no job. There is no job. Everybody have to resort in self pity, provide for themselves, and everybody is talking about constitution. Let's face the fact. Let's elect people with good character. Their character will attract investors. Investors will come to Nigeria and invest. You and I will have job. We don't need to go outside and look for job. So that is the primary thing we as human beings, as Nigeria, need to do. We need to know that our leader is neat. Then other things will fall in place. If we are going to fight anybody as a corrupt politician, we'll fight the person to the core. But you cannot send a corrupt person to go and fight corrupt person. How is it going to work? How is it going to do it? When you want to fight corruption, they will remind you how corrupt you are. You will sit down. At the end of the day, you negotiate your way out, and everybody goes. Nigerian people keep suffering. Please, this 2023, I beg of we want to come back, but we cannot. Even the little we have, they are burning it down. The little we have brought from abroad, we brought from in diaspora, they are burning it down. Every day by the day, they are burning it down.
Okay.
Nigeria, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Majid. I gave you enough time to talk to us. I agree with you on some of your plights. We all need to stand and speak, for what is currently going on what is currently going on with us. We're going to be analyzing this holistically in the next couple of minutes. Because we have a lot to talk about today, which we're also going to have enough time, to analyze it as well. I have Ophelia just joining us right now, but we are rounding up. Ophelia, you have 2 minutes. You can talk to us, sir. Good evening. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, bro. Good afternoon, bro. I came in before Ophelia now.
Breadman, you've contributed already before.
No, I've not. I'm just coming. I came in before Ophelia.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right, Breadman, don't worry. Just wait. Let be my last guest, okay?
Okay, I got you.
Thank you. Ophelia, please talk to us.
Good day. I want to compliment you for a wonderful job you're doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I am actually at work, but I just called because of the last caller that just spoke. I agree with all the things he said, but I beg to differ from him from what he's saying about the Al Mustafa. Why I'm saying this is that Al Mustafa went to NDA with my elder brother, and I can tell you, he's one of the best minds when it comes to the military in Nigeria. He knows a lot of things, and if Nigeria was like America or the UK, they would have taken this person closely, and he would help them solve the issues of insecurity in Nigeria. And some things that we know in Nigeria, we don't know them based on research. We know them based on hearsay. I mean, I was as a young Nigerian, I was one of the people that jumped on the streets when the death of Abacha got to our ears because of the situation Nigeria was going through when Abacha was there. But if you go back now and check the exchange rate of dollar when Abacha was in government, you will see that is like 100 times above, more than 1,000 times above what it was when Abacha was in government. And if you check, you will also find out that even the foreign exchange stayed permanent. It wasn't going up and down, just like it's going like a wildfire now. And when he's in government, he didn't even travel on medical trip to the UK or to America like all these our leaders. And if you also check, the only person he went to visit was Libya president Muammar Gaddafi, because he wanted to learn how he was able to organize his country. But I think Abacha was the most misunderstood leader of Nigeria that we didn't like. And this has to do with most of our ex-president that we don't know anything about. And the informations Al Mustafa gave on the Brekete family show, if we really love our country, is something we should go and listen. And it's something that those in government should, because most of them, even in government now, don't have ideas of those things he's saying. And this is a scholar. He's well read. He didn't go to any university, but he just went personally to develop himself, just like myself. I like reading. Even I like reading books that people don't even dare to read. And you don't get to know unless you study. Most things we know in Nigeria, we see as true, are all lies. From religion to even the government we practice and everything. Everything they brought to Africa was meant to divide and destroy us and make us people of weakness, that intelligent people that will allow very, very weak people. I don't know of any company or any bank in Nigeria that will want to interview a personality like Atiku or a personality like Tinubu as a CEO of any bank or even a farm. I don't know of any company in Nigeria that will want to employ any of these two people based on their track record. Um, I've said so much, and I want to yield the mic now. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ophelia. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thank you for your contribution and your acknowledgement. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Breadman, talk to us. Before you, Breadman, please hold on. Somebody, Fred Rem, you said according to your comment, you said what be, what did this place, Niger Watch and the Niger Watch? Lots of confusion. No, it's not a confusion. It's our channel. We are live now on 3 YouTube channel. Fred Rim. If you are listening to me, we are live on 3 channels. We have Niger Watch, which is the biggest one. We have Edo Niger Watch, and we have an NW blog Niger. So all look similar, but if you are looking for the bigger one, always go for Niger Watch. And it's just yes, it's not a confusion, okay? It's the same. Everything we are saying here, everybody watching from other side are hearing the same thing we're saying. So your voice, your comment, everything come here together, okay? Thank you. Breadman, please talk to me.
Yeah, Niger Watch. I greet you. Good morning. Good morning, my fellow Nigerians.
Good morning.
Actually, this is my very first time of joining Emma's show, and I was just listening, and I decided to come in to make 1 or 2 submissions because I heard there was something that piqued my interest. First of all, the guy that spoke before, Philly, I really respect your opinion, but I want to bring it to your attention that you see, Mustafa is not a devil, and he's not as bad as you think. As a matter of fact, he's a good guy. If you understand the powers of hierarchy in the military, you will know that Mustafa is a man under authority, and everything he did during Abacha's regime was out of following the last order. Even as a matter of fact, Ophili submitted something here that is very, very truthful. Go and look at the economy of Nigeria during Abacha's regime. It is much, much better than now. So Abacha might not have been, as bad as he was painted to be, but he was killed. If you have, apart from listening to Al Mustafa's submission in Brekete, I would need you to go and look at the series of the Oputa panel when Al Mustafa appeared. You will find out that they tried as much as possible to prevent him from making revelations that he was ready to make. So you will know that the problems of Nigeria are deeper than you think. But that guy is a scholar. That guy is educated. And let me tell you something. An educated mind, sometimes holds the key to so many problems. Okay, with having said that, I want to, make this submission. You see, the 2023 election is going to be rigged. If it will be rigged, 2 ways. Number 1 is by vote buying, and number 2 is the franchisement of voters. That is why you see voters' card being getting missing, picking them in gutters, and lastly, they're going to try to use thuggery and insecurity to prevent people from coming out to vote. So when we say that this 2023 election is going to be rigged, we need to understand the mechanism they're going to try to use to rig that election. And these are the 2 mechanisms I've told you now: voter suppression and vote buying. The issue of ballot box snatching and the new Electoral Act has addressed that. And that is why you see all these politicians who are, used to the old order of rigging election. They are not comfortable. They try to do everything, raise different motions to make sure that BVAS is not used. So I think our focus is to, strategize on the best way that we that have registered, make sure we collect our voters card, because I am aware that they have extended the deadline for collection. And also, having collected your voters card, we must make sure that we come out and vote. Then let me tell you, this insecurity we heighten, because they're going to try, knowing that people have collected their voters card. The only other way they're going to try to use to prevent or rig that election is to suppress voters turnout in certain locations. So we need to be, come together, make sure that we go out and vote. If you need to go out in groups, we go out in groups, but we have to do everything possible to make sure that we that already have our voters card are not prevented from voting. I believe that this Nigerian security architecture is also doing everything possible to address voters buying, and that is why this Naira note redesign within a 4-month period is targeted at addressing that. And I want to commend President Buhari if what he's doing is in good conscience, because if you look at the dynamics of how they do vote buying, you understand that the new Naira note and the limitations of all these things is targeted to preventing that from happening. But we need to go to extra extent to make sure that even on that day, INEC and the electoral organizers design the voter and the polling unit in such a way that vote buying is extremely difficult for those who render money to buy votes. Finally, I want to say this. I've submitted this somewhere. Tinubu, as a person, is exhibiting, and you can go and look this thing up, exhibiting symptoms and signs of confabulation. Confabulation is a symptom of brain damage and progressive dementia. And that is why you see him on several times. He talks about baba blue, blah, blah, PVC, APC, PAP, PDP. These are when you start manufacturing words that do not exist. And he does it innocently. He doesn't know where he does it, because there is a neurodegenerative decline. And we cannot allow a man that is sick to rule a sick country. So we have to be wise. We have to not look at our what we can gain in the short time, but look at what the Nigerian country, the Nigerian people as a nation will benefit from having a competent, a strong, a healthy leader that has vision to move the country from consumption to production. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Breadman. Thank you. All right, I will be very happy if every one of you can join me by 5 p.m. It's almost 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. in Nigeria. So 5 p.m. Nigerian time. I'll be happy to have you all, because we have a lot to talk about at that time. Thank you very much, my people. With the togetherness spirit, we can achieve this goal. Remember, it's getting tougher because it's getting closer. Tinubu is doing a lot right now to silence almost everybody, but we'll have more revelation by 5 p.m. I'll be looking forward to having you all with me. And Rem, Fred Rem, yes, you are right. You said the comment from Naija Watch, no, they appear on Edo Naija Watch. No. Let me tell you how it works. Any comment from Edo Naija Watch comes to us here on our software. We use software to broadcast in all these channels. Any comment on Naija Watch come here. Every comment from your other channel. So, for example, if we are streaming from 10 locations, all of them, all the comment come here. We can see all the comment. But if you are watching us from Naija Watch, you can only see all the comments on Naija Watch. If you are watching from point B, you can only see the comment from point B. If you are watching from Edo Naija Watch, you can only see the comment from Edo Naija Watch. You can't see any comment that is coming from the other channel. I guess you understand right now. Sometimes we stream from 5 locations, but as we are speaking right now, we are streaming from 3 locations. If it's a hot topic, sometimes we stream from Instagram, we stream from YouTube, we stream from Facebook, we stream from TikTok. Yes, it's always like that. It's just that Edo, Naija Watch, and Naija Watch look a bit similar. Yeah, that's why we put Edo there. So just to differentiate it. But yeah, Thank you very much. We appreciate you for your notice. It shows that you are following us everywhere. You be my man, you be my man, Fred, you be my man. I appreciate you all, my people. Thank you very much. Please endeavor to join us in the next couple of minutes. Can see Madarita is right there. Madarita, we see you for afternoon today. What did they happen? You know, although we wait for you in the evening, because in the evening I will know you for you to come out this afternoon. Okay, something is happening. All right, maybe you have more information to display later on. I appreciate every one of you. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much. Kingsley Ogeraki, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. I can see more people right there. Let me see if I can quickly acknowledge everyone that have committed today. Okay, I have God's time. Thank you very much for joining us, every one of you right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Opara Obina, thank you very much. I see you right there. Josh Shooks Obibweze, I see you right there. Thank you very much for joining us. Michael, I see you as well. Mark Rabo, I see you. Mark Rabo, we got your super chat. May God bless you. Thank you very much for that. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I see you. Please stay mute. Stay mute. Thank you, Majid. Please don't unmute. Thank you. All right, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, I see you right there. Roslyn Omori, I see you right there. Thank you very much. Mary Kimade, I see you. Good afternoon to you all. Everybody join us by 5 p.m. and let's do all this together again. Okay, Majid, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say something. I want to reply the two guys that spoke last. I want to let them know is that as long as Nigeria is denying justice to the people, justice will never take place and Nigeria will never heal. No matter who you are, as long as you have played a role that took innocent life, you must face the consequences. We don't care who gave the order. That is not what Nigeria is after. What we are after is let justice be seen and let justice be seen served. No matter who you are, no matter the kind of person you turn to be, as long as you have played a role that took innocent life. I don't just say things. I read. I'm always online, following Nigerian history all the time. I'm always online. I know the role he played. So when you said Abacha was doing well, Abacha did well economically, yes, but he was using the blood of his citizens. Everybody was clamped. So that kind of leader, you cannot say he did well. You cannot say his success was something to write home about. The Gaddafi he went to learn the way he managed his people. Gaddafi was a dictator. What happened at the end of the day? His people reject him. Let the will of people prevail all the time. That is what I said. I'm not saying he's not a good man. He's not intelligent. He's not a scholar. All I'm saying, let everybody serve justice. Let Nigeria heal. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that final submission, Mr. Majid. Thank you very much. On this platform, we should know that we all are learning. Nobody is perfect here. We come here, we argue, we disagree, we oppose. That's why the platform is here. We talk, and we also need to accept correction as well. You know, for me, I argue, but I like to argue to learn. So thank you very much for putting that through again, Mr. Majid, once again. Madarita, okay, I don't know if they come out for a show, because for me, now support, I can't support her on here, because our software was playing off, so I have to quickly come and rescue her. Okay, thank you very much. Joanne, a good boy, I see right there. Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much. Everybody, please join us by 5 p.m. Let's talk about the things that's affecting us. You and I, we can't shy away from it. Remember, Tinubu, APC, they're not going to give power just like that. We need to fight for it. Thank you. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now.